Thank you. This is the trial makeup.
Yes.
It looks fine. This is your wedding makeup. It also looks fine.
Well, my eyelashes weren't staying on. My face was looked really bad.
No, it didn't look really bad. Madam, it didn't look really bad. Now, after giving her her deposit, the wedding was a short time away.
Yes.
You notified her 6 days before the wedding.
Yes.
That you had hired somebody else.
I hadn't hired anyone yet. I was trying to talk to the plaintiff in hopes that I could get my deposit back because I was trying to hire a new makeup artist. So I didn't want my makeup to look like that at my wedding.
Why would she give you your deposit back?
Because I wasn't going to use her services. And the money was, if I used her services going forward, the trial was free.
So you're telling me between the 27th and the 31st, you did not notify her that you did not intend to use her services?
No, ma'am, I did not.
Judge Judy continues in a moment. Closed captioning sponsored by. Closed captioning is provided by.
Here I am, field trip chaperone.
Before helping prevent migraine with Qulipta, it was hard keeping plans.
And look at me now.
You'll never truly forget migraine, but Qulipta reduces attacks, making more zero migraine days possible to help give that forget you get migraine feeling.
Don't take if allergic. Stop taking and get help right away for allergic reactions like trouble breathing, face, lip, or tongue swelling, itching, or rash. Tell your doctor about increased blood pressure or color changes, pain, or numbness in fingers or toes.
Ask your doctor about Qulipta to help prevent migraine.
Are you Marsha?
I am.
Thanks for meeting me here. Usually not an interweb dating guy. Barely ever use this phone computer. Unless it's to bundle my insurance with Liberty Bibbity.
Oh, same. I hate this thing, but it's true. You can save hundreds bundling with Bibberty.
Bibbity?
Bibberty?
Bibbity.
Bibberty.
Are you hungry? Let's get some lasagna.
And some cannolis.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy.
See? These dishes are still dirty.
I got you. You need a detergent that cleans your dishes and your filter.
Filter?
Yep, this is the heart of your dishwasher. If it's all gunked up, your dishes won't get fully clean. Exactly. My go-to is Cascade Platinum Plus. Only these action packs have double the Dawn power, breaking down dried-on food and grease residue for a safe and effective clean, even on your filters.
Wow, what a difference.
Now we know. Yep, that's what I do. Cascade, Roto-Rooter recommended, safe for pipes.
If you're over 50, Consumer Cellular has special deals for you. Need unlimited talk, text, and high-speed data? That'll be $35 per month, or way more with Big Wireless. Why haven't you switched? Right now, get your second month free. Call Consumer Cellular.
Every great day starts with your gut. Try new Dulcolax gummies for daily gut support. These stimulant-free magnesium gummies help your gut run smoothly. New Dulcolax gummies for daily gut support.
Cancer isn't just a word. It's a battle my mom and sister had to fight with everything they had.
I know that battle too. I lost my wife to cancer. With so many people and families fighting cancer, we wanted to partner with Nick Bolton and share our stories.
We're fighting for awareness, for support, and also for hope.
Because no one should face this alone.
Join us in the fight.
Visit autoinjury.com to learn more and join the fight against cancer.
It's that no holding back feeling.
That it doesn't get any better feeling.
That winning the weekend feeling.
No matter what feeling you're chasing on the water, nothing feels like a Yamaha.
Visit Surdac Yamaha at Lake of the Ozarks. 50 years strong.
Once again, Ozarks First is teamed up with Hy-Vee for putting the Ozarks first.
Last time, we helped thousands of families during the Putting the Ozarks First food drive.
And you can help us by going to either of the Springfield Hy-Vee locations and put non-perishable food items in the barrel.
You can also donate at the register. Just speak to your cashier.
All donations go to help Ozarks Food Harvest. We are Putting the Ozarks First with Hy-Vee.
Have you been cheated? Go to judgejudy.com. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.
Now, you owe her $250.
I also have a counter, Your Honor.
You have the counter suit?
Yes, ma'am.
You said you have the counter suit? That's dismissed. You owe her contractually, $250. That's what you agreed to pay her, $500 in total. Then I guarantee you, you used pictures of the photo shoot.
And I lost money on the photo shoot, Your Honor, because I had paid for the photo shoot in advance, and because the makeup ran to 2 hours and something, I lost half of my photo shoot. And I only got a few pictures done. I didn't get...
How many did you get?
About 25 pictures, I think is what he got. But they all looked like that, and mostly of my kids, not of myself, because I didn't like the way I looked in the pictures. The
Then you
makeup.
should have told her on the 27th, I don't like the way I look. I'm not accepting your trial.
And when I tried to let her know that,
No,
she told me
on
I
the
couldn't cancel.
27th, you have a mirror. You look in the mirror. I have a makeup artist. I look in the mirror. I say, you know what? I don't like the way my eyes look. She said, let me see if I can fix it.
We tried that. We kept going 3 times with putting on my eyelashes and my makeup until we got it to where it looked decent to run out the door. But it didn't.
You owe her $250. Pay her. That was your contract. We're done.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
Judge Judy continues in a moment. And on the next Judge Judy.
My opinion's the only one that counts.
I agree. We had a contract to do her makeup on her wedding day.
Like I said, I wanted to shop around and see if I could find somebody to do my makeup in such short time.
No, she had told me she was going to go for a natural look because she ran out of time for her wedding.
They just were off. You can see it in my pictures.
And then after her wedding had informed me of that.
Weren't staying on. The glue was in my eyes. It was... wasn't happy with that.
Just make sure you always have everything in writing.
Always look at pictures, reviews before you hire somebody, just to see what you're getting into before you pay out.
Workplace safety is paramount in today's fast-paced industries. Accidents can happen. When the unexpected occurs, Deputy in Mizell is there with quick and reliable assistance. We're here to ensure you're taken care of every step of the way. Contact Deputy in Mizell today for protection, support, and the compensation you deserve.
The Dale's Roof and Stay Dry Maintenance Club comes with so many perks, you might forget how well you're covered. You know about the annual inspection that comes with complimentary gutter cleaning, but there's also the spot fixes that help prevent costly damage, the hundreds saved through discounted repairs and replacements, and the records we keep so your insurance company knows you've been doing your part. You might not think about these perks, but you always have them, especially when you need them most. Visit dalesroofing.com and sign up today.
Tossing, turning, aches, and heat. Can't find sleep? 73 more minutes of sleep than the average American. That's the iSense difference. Backed by over 2 million sleep sessions and made right here in Springfield. Our Comfort Control technology lets you adjust each side of the bed for you and your partner with the touch of a button for perfect support and comfort. Take control of your comfort. Visit our Springfield store today.
Have you been injured in a car accident?
She's real good.
You're watching Ozarks First. A century of 66, classic cars, neon lights, and historic sights, marking 100 years of road trips across America, right through the heart of the Ozarks. The national spotlight shines on Springfield, the birthplace of the Mother Road. Ozarks' first coverage of the Route 66 Centennial Kickoff Celebration starts now.
Welcome into our special coverage of the kickoff concert for the birthplace of Route 66. Happy to have you with us. America's most historic highway, spanning hundreds of cities and small towns, born right here in the Ozarks, the one and only. Happy to have you with us. I'm Jesse Inman.
And I'm Bailey Stroll. Thanks for being with us today, right in the heart of the Ozarks, the birthplace of Route 66, Springfield, Missouri. Now, this celebration over the next few days said to be one of the biggest that Springfield has ever seen. So we are bringing you a lot of coverage, not just here on Color 10 KOZL, Fox 49, but also on our website, ozarksfirst.com, and on our new streaming platform, Ozarks First Plus. Wherever you're watching, we are happy you are with us. And we're not here by ourselves at Great Southern Bank Arena or in Springfield. We are joined by a whole crew of Ozarks First folks. We have Parker Padgett out checking in with fans and checking in with the visitors, the thousands of visitors that are expected, well, just here tonight for the kickoff concert, but then also just in town from all over the country to celebrate 100 years of Route 66.
So many people. Parker's here. We've got Matt Hefner joining us as well. He'll be out talking to some folks, getting the flavor of the area for us. And then also Michael McLaughlin in just a bit. He'll be with us as well. But we're going to run through everything that's going on in the Queen City for this 3-day Route 66 Centennial Celebration. You know, it's known as the Main Street of America is Route 66. America's Mother Road. So many great names for this road. But for us here in the Ozarks, I mean, Bailey, it's simply home for us here.
Of course. And today is a very special day in the history of the Mother Road because 100 years ago today, of course, Springfield's known as the birthplace of Route 66, and we'll get into the full story later, but just a tidbit for you, fun fact. Springfield's known as the birthplace of Route 66 because the telegram naming the iconic road was sent right here from Springfield to Washington, D.C. 100 years ago today. And for a century, this road has really been the backdrop of the American dream. It stretches over 2,400 miles from Chicago to Santa Monica, and it's really not just a highway. It symbolizes, you know, that unmistakable feeling of freedom you get, the one that you can really only get when the open road and the landscapes open up here in the United States.
Yeah, and the nostalgia with Route 66,
exactly.
I think, is what people just eat up about Route 66. And people are out here enjoying it today. About Route 66, though, the history of this road, it carried families seeking a better life during the Dust Bowl, soldiers headed to the Pacific, and today it's carried our stories from Chicago all the way to LA and everywhere in between, from the glow of the neon lights at the Galois Theater to the rumble of those classic engines on Park Central Square. The spirit of the open road is as loud as ever, and we're kicking off our centennial celebration this weekend. And not just looking back at the century of history, but celebrating the endurance of the American spirit that goes along with this. So folks, grab your keys. Fire it up. It's time to get your kicks now on Route 66 once again.
Great way to put it. And we're going to be here with you for the next hour and a half here on Color 10 and all of our platforms. So it is set to be a packed weekend. Shall we run through the events? Because this is just really the kickoff to it all.
It is. It really is. Yeah, tonight here at Great Southern Bank Arena, you're probably wondering, well, Jesse, Bailey, why are you at Great Southern Bank Arena? Well, a kickoff concert is set to start here in just a little while, and it'll feature acts from recognizable names, both from the Ozarks and on the national stage. You've got John Goodman emceeing this thing, along with Callie Carroll, Springfield City Councilwoman. We had her on midday today, but you know, you've got acts, Little Big Town, Gary LaVox. You've got the Haygoods from here in Branson that are going to be doing this.
About the Ozark Mountain Daredevils.
Oh, man. Legends in their own right.
Springfield home, too.
Yeah, and then more happening tonight as well with a special dedication, Bailey. That's at Jefferson and St. Louis.
Yes, and that's going to be actually that new Birthplace Plaza where the dedication just kicked off at 4 o'clock is going to be kind of the hub for visitors over the next few days as all of the events kick off and really people descend on downtown on Saturday. We have a full schedule of events on Friday, too. We are going to be posted up at St. Louis and Glenstone, where there's a new monument, but it's also the site of the classic car parade celebrating America along Route 66 as hundreds, literally hundreds of classic cars, actually one from every single year since 1926 through 1985 is going to be rolling on through and then all ending in Park Central Square in Springfield. So be sure to tune in for that coverage kicking off at 6 o'clock tomorrow.
Yep, and it's going to be right here on Color 10 folks, I think the thing to keep in mind here is if you don't want to try to keep all the channels straight, just go to Ozarks First Plus, the streaming app. Everything will be right there, also on ozarksfirst.com. But the coverage for the car parade starts on Kellerton tomorrow at 6. Also on Friday, the unveiling of the new Queens Gate 66 monument. If you've been down East St. Louis Street, you've seen it. It's the massive installation that will welcome visitors for generations to come as they enter Springfield on historic St. Louis Street along Route 66 there, the classic part of that road there. So, and then Saturday too. I mean, the historic, the Telegraph Ball too.
An entire lineup all day long Saturday. You can just go downtown and find things to do to celebrate the Mother Road. But then Saturday night, Ozarks First will also be live at 5 o'clock ahead of the big Telegraph Ball. We are hosting our very own red carpet extravaganza. You can see all the big players in town to celebrate and raise some money for the preservation of the Mother Road from here on. And then on Sunday, I think the party moves over to C Street, Commercial Street.
Yeah, can't forget about C Street. The party is always going on C Street there for sure.
That'll be the big arts festival. There's also a footbridge, the dedication happening tomorrow evening as well. So it's going to be a very long few days, but a great way to celebrate the Mother Road as the national spotlight shines here on the Queen City.
Yeah, the national spotlight's been on Springfield all day. The Today Show here in town today. I'm sure you're aware of that by now. But hey, Bailey, we're not alone here at Great Southern Bank Arena today. Hanging out in the crowd is our own Parker Padgett. He's getting a sense of the excitement from fans who have traveled from all over the place, around the country, around the world. Parker, what have you heard? Who have you run into today?
Yeah, I'm here with Diana from Jefferson City. Diana, what brings you out to Springfield for this great weekend?
Well, we're very interested in the concert. I am a big Chris Janson fan. My husband is all about Little Big Town or whatever they're called. I think that's it. And it's kind of a once in a lifetime. It's never going to celebrate this again. This also was my college alma mater, so it just seemed like a really great thing to do for this weekend.
Yeah, it's a big homecoming. There's a lot of events this weekend. Are you going to be here for the entire duration? What are you most excited about?
This really is the highlight of what we're doing. We just had, actually my friend is getting married, so we kind of did this as a precursor to the wedding. And so we have those events kind of going on the rest of the weekend. So this is our big event.
All right, well, Diana, have a great weekend. Bailey, Jesse, back to you guys. Yeah, bye.
Well, the weather is great out here. You know, if you were in Springfield a few days ago with all these classic cars, it would have been a completely different story. We got absolutely slammed by the biggest hail we have ever seen in our lives here in Springfield, but it's looking a lot nicer, especially today and the next few days too. We want to check in with our meteorologist for visitors to get a sense of what the weather's going to be like the next few days. Can we send it over to Jamie Warner back in the studio?
I am here. Yes. Yeah, you know, timing is everything, Bailey and Jesse. Yesterday, we had the quieter weather after 3 straight days of severe weather. This is what we've got outside today. Now, it didn't start this way. We started off with mostly sunny conditions, but we've got this veil of clouds which has come in. No worries of wet weather, not for the evening hours. And temperatures, while cool, are still relatively comfortable. 64 right now, and it looks like at 5 o'clock as folks are starting to stream in to Great Southern Bank Arena, readings will be around 64. We're going to hold on to those clouds. Overnight tonight, we will find mostly cloudy skies. Now, there will be a threat of a few sprinkles late this evening, but I think that's going to come after the concert here in Springfield. It looks like we'll have temperatures at midnight around 52 when those light showers will be a possibility. And it's not this that we're watching. We've got some light showers up near I-70, and that will be marching south this evening. It looks like by midnight here coming into the Springfield area, and then those showers kind of drop off to the southeast and fade away. Tomorrow actually looks like kind of a repeat performance of what we've had today. We're going to find, I think, mostly sunny skies for really a lot of the day. We may see a bit more cloud cover toward the tail end as yet another weak cold front brings a chance for sprinkles overnight Friday night. Temperatures tonight getting cool again, dropping to 43 for a morning low with an afternoon high of 64. And then we've got that classic car parade tomorrow evening. Kickoff for that at 6 o'clock on St. Louis Street. And it looks like we're going to find pretty nice conditions. Mostly sunny skies. I think temperatures are going to be sitting right around 60 degrees. So if that's a little cool for you, you're going to be out there. Probably going to be out there for a little while. You may want to have a jacket as readings will cool off heading into the evening hours. Beautiful weekend forecast too. Saturday, we're going to find mostly sunny skies, about 63 for a high after a morning low of 40. And on Sunday, as we're wrapping up the festivities, we'll find sunshine and a high of 75 degrees. Bailey and Jesse, back to you.
All right. Jamie bringing us the good news. And I'm so glad that those classic cars were protected. The amount of insurance claims.
Can you imagine?
I mean, I hope none of them will be seeing tomorrow in the car parade with shattered windshields. So.
We've been telling you guys, the glass shops are booked up.
Yeah.
It's already a busy weekend. That just added to it. But
yeah, that was a crazy way to start things off, no doubt about it. We've got Michael McLaughlin standing by, and we're just getting geared up for the concert here tonight. Just a couple of miles away, though, in downtown Springfield, the city unveiling, I guess, what is kind of a new gathering place for people, and locals, visitors alike, all to hang out, using art to honor Springfield as the birthplace of Route 66. So we've got Michael standing by, babe.
Yeah, Michael McLaughlin. How's it going out there?
Outstanding team. So right now I'm at the dedication ceremony for the new Birthplace Plaza downtown. Now, as the name explains, the landmark was built to officially establish Springfield as the birthplace of Route 66. Now, there's some speakers at the podium right now. Let's go over and see what they're saying. From our Toth team, I want to recognize we have at least 4 departments working on this on engineering services. We had Brian Orr from structural, we had Derek Estelle from civil, and Stu Cunningham on the electrical side with the support of our president, Adam Toth. Adam? And then finally, to bring it home, was the conductor. G.R. Stovall and Alan Essery, the site manager, they are from DeWitt and Associates, and they were our general contractor on this job. I want to thank GR for the passion that he brought to this project. He's a proud Sunrise Rotarian, and let's thank DeWitt and Associates. But what really brings this plaza together is the art, and I hope you've been able to enjoy it. It's been so crowded today that it's been hard to really fully appreciate all the pieces, but as the fervor dies down, as you're here, take a moment to really appreciate how these pieces have come together. First, the one that is most impressive visually, the mural by Overlay, led by Meg Wagler. Meg is over here. This is 2 national artists, Emily Ding and Osiris Rain, who made this possible. They're not able to be here today, but be sure to get with Meg and learn from her. This award is going to be receiving a National Mural Award later this spring. We just don't know if it's going to be gold, silver, or platinum, but get with her. It's a national award. It also helped get Springfield on the National Directory of Street Art from this. So let's give a big hand to Overlay. And then next, right behind me, is the interpretive kiosk. We were hoping to keep you updated on this ceremony as well as other events going on throughout this celebration week. Reporting live in Springfield, I'm Michael McLaughlin, Ozarks First.
Time capsule.
Oh, yeah. Well, hey, Michael is he's in the middle of all the action down there. Rusty Worley in there. I saw the mayor in the background, so Michael's with the VIPs apparently.
Apparently, Rusty Worley, I heard, he was the real creator of the Birthplace of Route 66 Festival that happened for the first time a few years ago. That is also happening in August, so the celebration doesn't end here, just in April and May.
Yeah,
but
don't burn yourself out yet.
Also at that event, they are putting together a time capsule that will be opened 100 years from now when Route 66 is celebrating the 200th anniversary of its birth. And now the community will be able to kind of carry that spirit forward with this new time capsule. Of course, we won't be around to see it, but generations from now on will be able to. It just kind of captures lived experiences from 2026, some personal stories, creative expression, and community voices that would otherwise be lost to time. And that's happening at that dedication ceremony right now.
Yeah, April 30th, 2126, folks. Be there to reopen that if you can. Baby Stroll will be there for
maybe.
the next one.
Let's hope so.
All right, folks, we have a lot more to come here for you, live from in front of Great Southern Bank Arena. We'll be taking a look back at the history of the old Colonial Hotel and its significance as well. Don't go anywhere. Stay with us.
We have people from all over the globe that come here.
Stepping into the birthplace of Route 66 Gallery at the History Museum on the Square, history buffs say it compares to stepping back into the heyday of the historic highway.
We were looking at available numbers, and 66 was on there. It wasn't assigned anywhere. It's an amazing piece of history that we've got our thumbprint on.
The Route 66 Centennial Kickoff Celebration, presented by Vital Farms.
I'm Lieutenant Governor David Wassinger. As we celebrate 100 years of Route 66, there's no better time to get out and explore. We're talking world-class barbecue, handmade goods, and the kind of hospitality you only find right here in Missouri. These local businesses are the heartbeat of our towns. They're the folks making sure the next century is even better than the last. So grab the keys, bring the family, and enjoy some of the best businesses Missouri has to offer. And most of all, don't forget to buy Missouri.
In the Ozarks, comfort isn't seasonal, it's essential. At Patriot Heat and Air, we're here year-round, keeping families comfortable through summer heat and winter cold with expert American Standard solutions. The Patriot's about more than heating and cooling. It's about heart, hard work, dependability, and doing what's right, even when no one's watching. That's why we were honored with the Better Business Bureau's Torch Award for Ethics, because integrity matters to us, and it matters to the families we serve. Patriot quality assures value. Our people make the difference.
The drivers in the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series.
Here we go!
Hitting every turn with nothing held back.
Burn it down, buddy!
The NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. Saturday from Texas at 2:30 Eastern, 11:30 Pacific.
Tonight, everyone just play it cool with the new Georgie and Mandy.
Today's the anniversary of his dad passing. You want some breakfast?
I gotta get to the store.
Hey, knock 'em dead.
It's gonna be a night to remember.
To George Cooper.
To Dad. New Georgie and Mandy, CBS Tonight.
New CBS Tonight.
Looks like the band is back together.
Motorcycle had a severed brake line.
Constance Wu guest stars.
What are you implying?
This is a homicide.
Bingo.
Elsbeth is all new tonight at a special time, 9/8 Central.
Welcome back, everybody, as we are kicking off the Route 66 Centennial Kickoff Celebration. There are thousands of people about to descend on Missouri State's campus and downtown Springfield over the next couple of days, and we are happy to be with you to bring you all of that. You know, this is almost like a good old-fashioned tailgate out here.
It really feels that way.
It has that vibe to it, and people are already lining up outside Great Southern Bank Arena for the kickoff concert that starts at what, 5 o'clock tonight?
Yeah.
And we'll be on the air until 5:30, so just stick around. If you're not making it to the concert, we got you covered, okay? We even have boots on the ground.
We do. Matt Hefner is here. We were very blessed with this weather that we're having out here. So nice out here. So we thought, Matt, don't worry about the weather. Get out and, shake the hands, kiss the babies, do all of that, meet the great people who are here. Let's go to Matt Hefner and see who he has been able to catch up with. Matt, what are you seeing out there?
Yeah, the atmosphere is a lot of fun. We're waiting for the concert to open. 4:30 for the doors to open. Concert gets going at 5:30. I decided to grab someone who was waiting in line. This is my buddy Randall. Came all the way from Iowa. Randall, what's kind of one of the reasons why you decided to come down to the Route 66 Festival for this weekend?
Well, I'm here with my wife, who's
turned 66 this year.
Okay.
So we decided that we'd do the Route 66 trip. So we started in Illinois, and we come all the way down, crossed here, all the way over to Adrian, Texas, the halfway point, and then we turned around, and now we're going back up to home up in Iowa.
Yeah.
And we saw this, and we decided to come here. It's great. Yeah.
It's a good way to kind of finish off that round trip you guys have been going on. Got the concert today, other festivities going on. What are you looking forward to throughout this kind of weekend stretch?
Oh, this is one of them, the big one here, and then the other one, some of the car shows. That would be great. I like the old classic cars.
Yeah. The classic car show, that's going to be on Friday. So I saw you're all decked out for the occasion too, and I was like, I got to interview Randall. He looks like...
Oh man, that guy was decked out in the Route 66 gear. I
He's
have
got
no
the merch. We're right in front of the merch
Yeah.
table too. I mean, you can go get your own if you want, but for now, we're repping Ozarks first.
Oh yeah, how could I not?
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I love about this is that there's no teleprompter. They can't tell us when to stop talking. Like you can't.
It's live TV, folks.
You can't control us. We do want to tell you
We'll
about.
go to commercial break when we want
That's
to.
right. That's exactly right. I want to tell you guys about something that you may have seen around town. Several sculptures have popped up, 16 to be exact. Well, I mean, there are tons more, but the
So many.
the sculpture, the Springfield 66 Centennial Sculpture Series, we love a good alliteration. And that is one heck of an alliteration. They've already begun popping up all over the place. 16 of them planned across town. They'll eventually form a self-guided trail, and that interactive sculpture map, complete with QR codes for you to learn about the sculptures, the artists themselves, and the areas they're in, that launched today. And I got to talk to the artist who put this entire operation together yesterday. She told me, yes, we're starting with 16, but we want 66 of these scattered throughout. So, like, they're going to be
Only
looking for
seems
places.
fitting.
Yeah, bring one to Ozarks first. We'll put one right there on Division Street for you. So I think that makes a lot of sense, personally.
Absolutely.
But, yeah, we also talked to Christine Schilling and her team. They've been responsible for a lot of the art projects as well, including a custom mosaic at Birthplace Plaza, where we saw Michael just a few minutes ago at Jefferson and St. Louis. She says it's a migration story, a tale of people in search of hope, a new life, a dream, and a better life overall. So very cool completed product there. We got to see them a few weeks ago whenever they were like in the process of putting that together. Super cool.
Yeah, and now it's there. If you go to the Birthplace Plaza, be sure to look down and take a look at that, because it not only highlights the Mother Road, but Springfield being the birthplace of Route 66 itself. It's a really cool mosaic, so you should definitely go out and check it out if you can. Now, where that Birthplace Plaza sits today, where the dedication ceremony is happening with Michael McLaughlin, who we just heard from, used to be the site of the Colonial Hotel. It has a rich history in Springfield. It was originally built in 1907, and aside from once being known for being the finest hotel in Southwest Missouri, it also has ties to why Springfield is known as the birthplace of Route 66. President Truman stayed at the Colonial Hotel, as well as Elvis Presley in the 1950s and JFK during a campaign stop. Unfortunately, though, this building is no longer around. It's just a parking lot, but it has been transformed. It's been breathed some new life into it just recently in the last few weeks. It was left vacant in the late 1970s and ultimately was demolished in 1997. But today, it's getting renewed attention as a steel structure has now gone up at the former site. It's named the Ghost of the Colonial Hotel to honor its place in Springfield's history. And we're going to be taking a closer look at that, too, again, once we go out to Michael McLaughlin later on in the show. We have that full history of the Colonial Hotel also, if you want to check it out, on our website, ozarksfirst.com. And that really goes into just what that architecture means to Springfield and it being the birthplace. So history was really solidified on this day 100 years ago, April 30th, 1926, because of the role of that site played in the Mother Road getting its iconic name. Now, Springfield is the host of this year's National Centennial Celebration because we are the birthplace of Route 66, and I'm going to tell you the full story behind it. Take a look. Springfield's John T. Woodruff and Cyrus Avery of Tulsa plotted the route from Chicago to LA and right through the heart of Springfield.
It's a 5-state convention here. Lots of people in town, lots of promotions and things going on. But they all met at the Colonial Hotel, which was one of the hotels that John T. Woodruff had built.
Originally, the plan was to name it Route 60, but there was already a highway in the works that wanted to use that same name.
The governor of Kentucky realized that there were no highways through his state, and he was not happy. So he went to Washington and campaigned and said that our highway from Chicago and Los Angeles couldn't possibly be a 60 because it didn't connect from coast to coast. That all the zero highways had to be coast-to-coast highways. And so he convinced the people in Washington of that, and that's why they withdrew it from our road. And he got a highway that started in Virginia, I think, and came across and actually then ended in a field out here south of Springfield.
So on April 30th, 1926, many of the route's big organizers were in Springfield and decided to rename their planned highway Route 66 instead.
You know, they'd already printed maps and everything else. So they just said, no, we're not going to accept that. We'll get back to you. And they just kind of gritted their teeth, and they would meet and talk and try to come up with a solution. And then just out of the blue, this solution of 66 came up, and everybody really enjoyed it, liked the name of it, liked the look of it. And so that's the way it came.
A telegram was sent from Springfield to Washington, D.C., officially naming it Route 66. And that's why Springfield is forever known as the birthplace of Route 66.
What a great history lesson. And shout out to John Sellers there. Always a wealth of information.
The Springfield historian.
The Springfield historian for sure. When we come back, we're going to take a look at the big parade in Springfield tomorrow. A preview of that next.
Attention, Missouri and Arkansas homeowners. Bath Makeover of the Ozarks is looking for 50 homes to participate in our Spring Into Savings event. 50 homeowners will receive test market pricing on a beautiful new walk-in shower. We want to evaluate our revolutionary laser-etched shower walls in real bathrooms. And we're offering promotional pricing just to determine if our exquisite product line is the right fit for your bathroom project. Call now. 50 homeowners will get these special savings. Receive 50% off installation of a new bath or shower. Ask about 0% interest financing options, senior and military discounts, plus a bonus. Receive a $200 gas card with purchase and call during this program for a free $50 Walmart gift card with your free in-home estimate.
We'd been talking about getting a walk-in shower. I feel so much safer and more stable in there. I've got something to hang on to.
From Osage Beach to Mountain Home, Springfield, and surrounding areas, visit our showroom at 521 Old Bellefonte Road in Harrison. Bath Makeover installs American-made baths, walk-in showers, and walk-in bathtubs in as little as 1 day. Backed with a lifetime warranty and 5-year workmanship warranty. Plus, with Bath Makeover's Price Lock Guarantee, schedule your free estimate now and we'll lock your price in for 1 year. And remember, during our Spring Into Savings event, 50 homeowners who call now will receive promotional pricing. Receive 50% off installation of a new bath or shower. Ask about 0% interest financing options, senior and military discounts, plus a bonus. Receive a $200 gas card with purchase and call during this program for a free $50 Walmart gift card with in-home estimate. Have your zip code and location ready to qualify. Call 1-800-771-2218. That's 1-800-771-2218.
Now at McDonald's, get more value on whatever you're getting next when you order from the under $3 menu.
All right, we're back here in front of Great Southern Bank Arena. Happy you're joining us here at Ozarks First on all of our platforms. Color 10, Fox 49, OzarksFirst.com, Ozarks First Plus, all the above. Happy you're with us. Jesse Inman, Bailey Stroll. It's a huge party out here before the kickoff concert tonight. Want to jump ahead, though, to the road closures and some things you'll need to know throughout this weekend. Starting tomorrow, the big parade, that's going to obviously impact traffic without a doubt. The Red, White, and Bridge Bash on Commercial Street as well. Robertson to Benton, that's going to close 2 p.m. Friday, May 1st through 2 p.m. Saturday, May 2nd. Shuttles will be available from 3 different places on Boonville and from Cox North Parade, from Cox North to St. Louis Street. From Glenstone to Campbell, that's going to be closed 5:45 to 8 p.m. there on Friday, May 1st. If you want more guidance on the parking closures and things, I know that's a lot we just threw at you there. You can find all of that on Route 66 kickoff.com/guide. We also have all of that here. Shout out to Catherine Skopek writing that up for us on OzarksFirst.com. So we have all of that for you there. So, road closure is a big part of this. It's impacted.
You might not be able, you might not be able to drive, but you can certainly walk around downtown. And I bet that even with, those, it's going to be a big economic boost to all of downtown and the city itself.
Yeah, I was downtown yesterday watching them set up a lot of these things for this weekend, and I just popped into a few local businesses and talked to some people about how excited they are for these things to get started. I popped into Druff's. They had the Today Show right at their front doorstep this morning, so they were excited for that. Also, talked to a couple employees at Civil Kitchen just down the road about what they're looking forward to for being part of this big event. Here they are.
That's one of the things that I love, like working down here, is there's always something going on, especially during the summer hours. So even though I'm working, I don't really feel like I'm missing out on anything because I'm in the middle of all the excitement.
I honestly think that this is just going to be really exciting having people down here because, like I said, before COVID, it was super big. It was always so many people down here, and I feel like ever since COVID, it hasn't been quite the same. So I feel like now with this huge event going on, it'll help kind of bring people back downtown.
So from downtown to Glenstone, let's take you over to near the Rail Haven Hotel. If you haven't heard of it, Google it. You're going to want to know about it if you're here in town for Route 66. So before today, Springfield never really had a big signifier for when you were entering the Mother Road when it came to entering Springfield and downtown, but that is changing. We now have a brand new monument that gives a sense of arrival to drivers and visitors as they enter Springfield on Route 66. This is a brand new gateway monument that's just gone up along St. Louis Street, just east of Glenstone, and it's called Queensgate 66. Visit Springfield, our tourism bureau here, saying it needed to be iconic, photographable, and signify Route 66. It's also going to illuminate in the daytime and the nighttime and just signify us as, of course, the birthplace of Route 66. The monument itself is now there for you to go check it out, take a picture of it. It's 20 feet tall, 32 feet wide, has a round opening in the middle. You can see there that's 7 feet high. So it is the perfect picture-taking, Instagrammable spot over the next few days.
And that's what people want. It's all for the gram.
It all is. I mean, we gotta signify what we are. Yes. Snap that picture.
Pictures last forever.
So the Queens Gate is just kind of one highlight that drivers are going to see, but a lot of drivers are going to actually pass through that when the Classic Car Show and Parade kicks off tomorrow. So a reminder, that's on Friday. It's going to start along St. Louis Street and Glenstone and will end in Park Central Square. Actor John Goodman's going to be there as part of the Missouri State Float. You'll also see former Senator Roy Blunt, Mayor Jeff Schrag, and more than 200 classic cars are going to line this stretch of the parade every era since Route 66's inception. This all kicks off at 5:30, and we'll be bringing you the sights and sounds live as it's happening. Of course, you can catch that on all of our platforms, including our new smart TV app, Ozarks First Plus. Shall we take another little break? The line is getting long here.
It is, yeah. It is really starting. I mean, there are people, it's looping around.
Literally all around us right now.
Yeah,
And,
no doubt.
we're sitting in the thrones, though. We got the front row seat
We do.
to this kickoff concert. We will be right back, and we'll tell you where else you might be able to see John Goodman over the next few days. I actually got to talk to him just today.
Your new
so
friend, John
you'll hear
Goodman.
from him in just a bit. Stick around.
Water, nature's ultimate cleaner. We drink it, we bathe in it. Think water, think steam, think clean. Now harness the power of water with the H2O X5 5-in-1 steam cleaning system.
I'm so impressed with the X5. It's an all-in-one product. I can use it throughout my entire house.
It's cleaning, it's sanitizing, there's no chemicals in it. It's just steam.
This is unbelievable. There is no more odor. You could spend over $500 to purchase the products that the X5 5-in-1 Miracle replaces. Order your H2O X5 steam cleaning system, a $500 value, for just 4 easy payments of $43. Order now and we'll upgrade your X5 package. We'll add a 6th mode with the dusting and polishing wand. Valued at over $30, this extra bonus attachment makes your H2O X5 the H2O X6. That means your 10-piece system becomes a 12-piece system at no extra cost to you. All for just 3 easy payments of $43. Call or click right now.
Hey, Burke Watts here with Helitech Foundation Repair and Waterproofing. And as you can see, the spring rains and storms are coming in. But the good news is 50% off labor is arriving with it. Right now, if you book a free home inspection with Helitech, you can get up to 50% off labor on your job. So please reach out to us now and let us heal your home.
Heal your home with Helitech.
Spring into savings at Pinnaker Chevrolet Buick GMC on 2026 Chevy Silverados and GMC Sierra Crew Cabs in stock with up to $13,250 off. Powerful, capable trucks with huge savings. Step up in style with the affordable 2026 Equinox EV LT and lease for under $300 per month at Pinnaker Branson. Let our family take care of yours and view the complete inventory. PinnakerBranson.com.
Pick Pinnaker every time.
What happens when you throw out the script and turn up the fun?
Oh, this is cool.
Join Maddie Conklin, Tom Turton, and Jeremy Rabe for conversations, creations, and a variety of fun.
Oh!
Watch Unscripted weekday mornings on Ozarks First.
All right, welcome back. We're here at Great Southern Bank Arena. Thanks for joining us on Keller 10, Fox 49, Ozarks First Plus. Jesse Inman and Bailey Stroll having the best assignment we could possibly have.
Yeah, actually, this is probably, if I had to do anything in the world as a broadcaster, it would be 1, celebrating Route 66, number 2, being in Springfield, and number 3, being at our alma mater, Missouri State University.
That's right. We were
Can you believe
classmates.
it?
I forgot. Do we have any video of us anchoring college newscasts together?
Can we bring that up?
Yeah, let's
Look
actually.
at how far we've come.
I know. Well,
we used to
I
be
guess
here.
not very far, really. 'cause
Honestly,
we're,
just a little short walk away.
Yeah, not technically that far, but we're having so much fun out here today. We could go to another Missouri State alumni here in just a second. We'll go to Parker Padgett here in just a minute, but the reason we're here is for this kickoff concert tonight, getting started here in a little bit under an hour. It's going to feature some pretty recognizable names. John Goodman, Bailey's new close personal friend, who she got to talk to today at his press event. Also, Callie Carroll, we got to catch up with her at midday today. She's co-emceeing with John Goodman. Plus, big acts from Little Big Town, Gary LaVox of Rascal Flats, Gretchen Wilson, Chris Jansen, the Ozark Mountain Daredevils, and the Hay Goods, all hosted by Bailey's best friend, John Goodman.
That's right. Don't you forget it.
Yeah.
And the line has started to move. It was actually wrapped up until the around the parking lot. We were surrounded, okay, by people in Route 66 shirts. I have never seen so many in my life. I didn't even know they made so many.
Good.
But now the line is moving, so we want to check back in on the little concert special that's about to kick off here soon with our very own Parker Padgett. He's not too far away. Parker, can you hear us?
Parker, what are you seeing over there?
Yeah, the doors are open. The doors are open. People are starting to make their way in. There's actually two lines. A lot of people trying to get in. There's a line all the way down John Q. Hammons Parkway. There's a line. Well, there was a line over here, but that's gotten a little shorter since then. But this has been an event that we've met people from, all over the country. We've met people from, inside the state of Missouri. We met people earlier, Randall from Iowa. There's no shortage of people coming to Springfield to celebrate this event. It all starts with this kickoff celebration concert. So we're gonna keep talking to the people. We're gonna take a look at a lot of these booths. The doors are still open. The doors just opened, actually. The concert, we're still waiting for it to start, and we're gonna try to get we're gonna see how excited people are in the next hour or so. Bailey, Jesse, tossing it right back to you.
And like we said, we talked to John Goodman today. Well, I talked to John Goodman today, courtesy of Missouri State University. You were a little busy, doing your midday show like you do, live every day, 11 o'clock. He talked a lot about, or he was asked a lot about, of course, how does it feel to be back in Springfield, to be back on Missouri State's campus? And he had a lot of nice things to say about Springfield because there are a lot of nice people here. And that's one of the things that he mentioned. He says he kind of owes it all to the theater program here at Missouri State to help him find his way and what he wanted to do. And that eventually led to such success. So when asked about the Ozarks and asked about being back, here's what he had to say today.
My life came together here. I would drifting. I went to college just as a time filler. I didn't really have much of a purpose. I know what I wanted to be in a theater department, and I got lucky because this was a very good one at the time. It changes all the time, but there's something about it that's so familiar, and the people don't change much. They're still as good and friendly as they were when I left, and they told me good riddance, but I keep coming back.
He does keep coming back. This is not the first time he's been back on campus or back in Springfield recently, and we love to have him. He really is a pretty cool guy.
Yeah, I gotta say, I love Monsters, Inc. That's probably my favorite John Goodman. Oh, I got Big Lebowski. Oh, there's so many good ones.
I was thinking, you're not going to say Big Lebowski?
Yeah,
I should say Monsters, Inc.
Good stuff, good stuff. Hey, Chief Meteorologist Jamie Warner back in studio to tell us the good news about the weather. Jamie, do you have a favorite John Goodman?
Hit a couple of big ones. Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? That was another good movie that he was in, and he played a really good role.
Yes.
But he's been in a lot of movies, so it's hard to pick, the best one. Of course, there was also Roseanne. You guys may remember that sitcom from the 80s. So, I mean, lots of John Goodman stuff to pick from, Looking at conditions outside right now, skies are kind of cloudy. We have that high overcast that is built in, but no worries of wet weather. 64 degrees, winds light out of the northwest. Nice evening. Mostly cloudy skies, but quiet, cool. Maybe a few sprinkles toward midnight, but that'll be after everybody's headed home. Looking at conditions outside, you can see the clouds rolling in. You can see these showers off to the north of I-70 right now. There's a weak cold front in there. And that front's going to be dropping south throughout the overnight hours, bringing a chance for a few showers to the area. There's going to be a second one moving through overnight Friday night. It could bring some sprinkles to the area as well. So let's take a look at it. Again, overnight tonight, mostly cloudy. A few showers coming in maybe around midnight. That pushes off to the southeast. Then we're back to, I think, mostly clear skies to start off our Friday. In fact, Friday looks an awful lot like today. A lot of sun for most of the day, maybe an increase in clouds by the end of the day, but any risk of rain is going to hold off until late in the evening hours. About 43 for a low tonight. Looking at a high of 64 tomorrow with a nice fresh breeze out of the north at 5 to 15 miles per hour. That classic car parade kicking off at 6 o'clock on St. Louis Street. Temperatures will be near 60. You may want to wear a jacket for that. And then we have the Jefferson Footbridge Lighting and Drone Show. That kicks off at 8 o'clock. By that point, temperatures will be in the 50s, and by that point, it's more likely that you'll want a jacket on. Weekend weather looks great. Some afternoon clouds on Saturday, sunny skies on Sunday with temperatures warming through the weekend. This trough in the east is going to continue to persist into next week, but it'll relax enough maybe to allow a little bit of Gulf moisture to move back in by early next week, and that means a chance for showers and thunderstorms returning sometime late Monday into Tuesday. Right now, I don't see a big signal for severe weather, but it's something to watch as we get into next week. Guys, back to you.
All right.
Lovely 7-day forecast there.
I know, we really couldn't ask for better weather out here. And we are here at Missouri State's campus outside Great Southern Bank. Of course, the kickoff concert kicking off very soon. But we also have a crew downtown, and we don't want to forget about this new Birthplace Plaza that has really gone up to kind of signify why Springfield was chosen as the host city for this big celebration, 3-day event.
Yeah, it's a great area down there. We've got our crew. We've got Michael McLaughlin down at the Birthplace Plaza dedication. Let's check in with him. Michael, what's going on?
Yeah, so right now we are at the dedication ceremony for the Birthplace Plaza right here in downtown. Now, as the name explains, this landmark was built to officially establish Springfield as the birthplace of Route 66. Now, it just wrapped up. They just ended up cutting the ribbon. Here's some of the things you can see behind me here. This is the time capsule. This is just one of the things that are in this Birthplace Plaza. There's also the giant key sculpture behind you can see here on Route 66. Some other things are the mural overlay as well as the interpretive kiosk. These are just some things that are here at the Birthplace Plaza. A lot of people are staying afterwards to kind of look around at these different areas and take in the sights, if you will. They say this will be a great area for economic growth in downtown Springfield. And we'll continue our coverage of this event as well as others throughout this celebration weekend. Reporting live in Springfield, I'm Mike McLaughlin, Ozarks First.
66 Spider-Man there?
All right, Michael, thanks. That was a good look at the time capsule. And that was, Bailey, I think that was Route 66 Spider-Man.
I think
there?
it was.
Yeah?
I think it was. We got a new version in the Spider-Verse just for this.
Marvel. Yeah, there you go. There's your next one. No doubt about it.
Okay, well, we're going to be kicking off the parade tomorrow on Friday. Don't forget about that. Mike Landis and I will be out there having a blast seeing all these classic cars. But then on Saturday night, we're bringing in the rest of the crew.
Yeah.
We're talking Jeremy Ray, Maria Niner, and Carissa Codell for the Telegraph Ball Red Carpet Extravaganza. That's going to be at the historic Shrine Mosque, and a lot of big Missouri leaders gonna be there, and this is all just kind of to raise money to preserve the Mother Road from here on out.
Oh man, so much pomp and circumstance going to be seen at the Telegraph Ball. Yes, we're very underdressed for that type of thing.
That's what I was thinking. I don't have a dress ready for that. I think I'll stick to the polo.
Yeah, same. I don't have a tux. It's at the dry cleaners, but it's all good. I don't think they'll have me for that one. Wearing
our kickoff, our coverage of that. If you want to see them dressed up, not us, that starts at 5 o'clock on Color 10, and then we'll switch over to KOZL at some point, but you can also watch that if you have a Roku TV. Just go ahead and download Ozarks First Plus, the best way to watch it. OzarksFirst.com, too.
Ozarks First Plus, OzarksFirst.com. That's where to watch all of this. But, yeah, if you just want to watch it on TV, 5 to 5:30 on Color, and then KOZL, they'll have the whole thing. 5 to 6. So you're all covered right there. Okay, out here outside of Great Southern Bank Arena, looks like folks have started to make their way in. But after the break here, we've got plenty more fun to be had for the Centennial Kickoff Concert Celebration. We'll be right back.
It's tax refund time, and that's Auto by Rent's biggest sale of the year. We're going to double your down payment up to $2,500. Plus, we tag and license your car and pay your sales tax to save you hundreds. We're Auto by Rent, and you're approved.
Bias isn't having an opinion, it's excluding opinions.
On Balance with Leland Vittert on News Nation.
Somehow journalists in D.C. and New York have this sensibility that they must bring Washington to America. No. What makes News Nation different, we take the worldview of people from where I'm from in Missouri. We apply that view to Washington. If you're going to respect all Americans, you have to include the viewpoints of all Americans.
I'm Lieutenant Governor David Wassinger. As we celebrate 100 years of Route 66, there's no better time to get out and explore. We're talking world-class barbecue, handmade goods, and the kind of hospitality you only find right here in Missouri. These local businesses are the heartbeat of our towns. They're the folks making sure the next century is even better than the last. So grab the keys, bring the family, and enjoy some of the best businesses Missouri has to offer. And most of all, don't forget to buy Missouri.
You want to hold it? Yeah. Good job, R.
Everyone deserves a team they can count on. In the good times, the bad times, the hard times, all the time. At Aaron Saxon Associates, when you need us, we'll be here.
Go Poppy. Go Poppy.
The whole team, ready for you. We got you.
Watch the Daily Scroll with Bailey Stroll on Ozarks First Plus.
You couldn't pay me to go out in this kind of weather. And then I thought to myself, well, if he told me to go report, I guess you could pay me to go out there.
Download the app on your Roku, Apple TV, or Fire TV device.
Ready for another car, but maybe have bad credit or no credit at all? At Auto by Rent, we don't even check your credit. We warranty every car we sell. Check our inventory at autobyrent.com and we'll double your down payment. We're Auto by Rent, and you're approved.
Welcome back as we are ready to celebrate all things Route 66 over the next few days. Bailey Stroll here with Ozarks First. Joining me, Jesse Inman, a couple of Missouri State grads here, just having fun on campus once again. I said earlier, it's like a tailgate feel out here, but we're kind of left alone. Everybody's went inside for the concert.
Yeah.
But hey, we're still bringing you the best. You know, this isn't just about the Queen City. This is about the small towns that also surround the Queen City and dot the route of Route 66. Because when you get on the open road, well, you need somewhere to eat. You need somewhere to go to the bathroom.
There you go.
Maybe even get your hair cut. Okay? I know. I think that's a thing. There's a lot of barber shops along this route. And it's small stops like these that have drawn visitors from around the world for generations, providing a sense of the open road, the American dream, the highlight of the vast landscapes that the United States is known for. So both east and west of Springfield, still today, people all across the globe have come to travel to the roadside attractions that really embody Main Street America. Lawrence County has one of those, and our Parker Padgett went out there to Spencer Station to show us what it's all about. It's getting some renewed attention nowadays from people all across the country and other countries across the world.
Honestly, yeah, it's a pretty iconic landmark at this point. Not the only location, though, that you can visit. Out there in Lawrence County, good spot, though, to get that feeling of nostalgia ahead of the Mother Road's 100th anniversary.
We've been out here 10 years. It's been my experience that it's all growing. We've lost places, we've lost people, but on the flip side, there are a lot of older things being reborn and newer things being created.
We're very careful about what we do and what we buy for this, because we want folks to come in and feel like it has never closed and has never been updated. Where most folks will take a place, they'll gut it, and they'll modernize it. So it's not a restoration, it's more of a renovation.
All right, we made friends. We made friends, Bailey. We made a friend here.
We are joined by a, should I say, famous author. And also you're familiar with Missouri State University, too.
I am.
Yes, this is Susan Croce Kelly, author, just historian, all of the above. Susan, how much fun is this here for you this weekend?
Oh, it's fabulous. It's fabulous. And I'm looking around and I'm wondering how many of these people that are in line here today were hitchhiked down Route 66 or had an uncle who had a gas station or knew somebody that drove a truck. And I would love to talk and find out all the stories about Route 66 that are walking around here today.
That's the writer in you. And of course, you wrote the book, Route 66, The Highway and Its People. Can you tell us a little bit what that does? If you want to, we got them right here.
Yeah.
We can show them off while you talk about it.
Sure. The first book, a photographer. I was a reporter here for 50 years ago, a long time ago, and I got intrigued with the old road out by Halltown, where the interstate goes south. I thought, this is so cool, and I heard stories about the gangsters, Pretty Boy Floyd and Bonnie and Clyde were roaming up and down Route 66. And I thought, somebody's got to write a book about this, but I'm not a good enough photographer. And I moved back to St. Louis and met a woman who felt the same way, who was a photographer. And we spent, when we could leave our kids with our parents, 7 years. Roaming up and down Route 66. And
7 years.
We learned that by accident, we were talking to people who were in business on the highway. And she was a architecture buff. And the highway by then was gone. There was no Route 66. And we would pick out a building. She would say, I think this is it. We'd go in and we'd say, was this on Route 66? And sometimes they'd say yes, and we'd find out all about the building and their life and everything else. And sometimes they'd say, no, you need to talk to George over 4 blocks away. There, you'll see that. And so we talked to people, and eventually we realized that there's all these different stories. There was what was going on in the 20s. We talked to people who'd helped pave the roads.
Wow.
And in Illinois, part of it was paved with brick because the lieutenant governor was in the brick business.
How convenient.
And then in the 20s, it was a road of adventure because the mud was horrible. I mean, you had 20 million cars and practically no pavement. The first concrete pavement was laid up by Detroit in 1909, and so they had to hustle to catch up. But at the same time, in the 20s, people were beginning to open businesses along the road, And then in the 30s, you had 2.5 million people who went down 66 to California for a better life. And then in the 40s, of course, there were more millions of GIs going to the bases all along the road and to the Pacific, and there were even a whole bunch of German prisoners of war.
Oh, wow.
I think in Texas, maybe in Oklahoma. And then in the 50s, of course, everybody came back from the war, and it was the beginning of paid vacations in this country. And so
thank you.
They, like my dad, loaded everybody up in the car and went down Route 66. And that was, I remember, Indian dancing and all different kinds of places that you could get your picture taken.
It's just crazy to think about it as an actual road, more like not as much an attraction as it is just an actual functional road.
Well, I tell people it started out as a road, and now it's a worldwide tourist attraction. But it was so necessary. They needed good roads so badly. And then Cy Avery, the guy that I learned about when we wrote the first book, and then wrote the second book about him. He and John Woodruff from here got together and said, we've got to have a booster club for Route 66. And they formed one, and I was just learning more about it the other day. The first order of business was to get the road paved. And Missouri was paved all the way in 1931.
It's pretty early.
And the whole road was paved in 1938. But this was the most important thing. But the second thing was to bring money. I heard you all talking about that earlier.
Yeah, the economic boost.
And this is the Depression, the beginning of it.
Yeah, we needed it.
They announced that they would have a Route 66 association. 100 people came to the first meeting from towns all along the 2,400 miles. And then during that first year, they met like once a month in different Route 66 towns. And there would be parades, there would be civic dinners, there would be, and they encouraged the towns to go out and advertise what they had to bring people in. So that there was a churn. It wasn't just some association located in Springfield sending out advertising.
That is so cool.
Everybody along the road.
And look what we've become now. 100 years later, just so much history to be able to celebrate. And we're very happy, Susan, that you could join us for a brief amount of time here and just be able to talk about some of that history that you have covered.
I love to talk about Route 66. Thanks for having me.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you so much, Susan.
Well, hey, go ahead, Susan. There's a lot of fun to be had out there. Go have it. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you so much. Susan Croce Kelly. And you can check out her books. We have them right here. Again, that is Route 66, The Highway and Its People, highlighting the history of the world's most famous road as told through her words. And we have our very own special, if you want to learn a little bit more history. He's not with us today, but he will be with us tomorrow. That's hosted by our very own Mike Landis, who's a bit of a historian in and of itself.
Right now at Hobby Time Motorsports, save up to $3,000 on select Polaris off-road vehicles. Built for work, made for play. Only at Hobby Time Motorsports. Offers valid for a limited time. See dealer for details.
If you've been searching for an alternative to suffering with dentures, I've got a great solution for you. I'm Dr. Grant Olson, and at Innovative Dental Implant Center, an Innovative Implant Smile will give you back the smile that you love and let you eat the foods you want with a premium set of natural-looking teeth screwed in on implants that doesn't come in and out. To learn more about this life-changing Innovative Implant Smile, visit innovativeimplantsmile.com or give us a call at 417-319-2509.
The Alt Rock Revival is here. Finger 11, live at Kansas Crossing Casino, Saturday, June 20th at 8 p.m. inside the Corral. Get your tickets now at kansascrossingcasino.com.
Has your home been affected by the recent hailstorm? Storm damage and insurance claims can feel overwhelming, but you don't have to handle it alone. At Roofco Pros, your Ozark's first trusted roofing experts, we provide fast, honest, and reliable services. From a thorough inspection to helping you understand the repair process, we're here every step of the way to restore your home to 100%. Call Roofco Pros today at 417-337-1399 to schedule your free inspection. We're ready to help.
I'm Lieutenant Governor David Wassinger. As we celebrate 100 years of Route 66, there's no better time to get out and explore. We're talking world-class barbecue, handmade goods, and the kind of hospitality you only find right here in Missouri. These local businesses are the heartbeat of our towns. They're the folks making sure the next century is even better than the last. So grab the keys, bring the family, and enjoy some of the best businesses Missouri has to offer. And most of all, don't forget to buy Missouri.
Right now at Hobby Time Motorsports, save up to $3,000 on select Polaris off-road vehicles. Built for work, made for play. Only at Hobby Time Motorsports. Offers valid for a limited time. See dealer for details.
Welcome back. We are here in front of Great Southern Bank Arena for the kickoff concert tonight to celebrate 100 years of Route 66. I'm Jesse Inman, joined by Bailey Stroll. Happy you're with us here on Color 10, KRBK, Fox 49, Ozarks First Plus, and OzarksFirst.com. What a history lesson we just got.
I am baffled by being able to pick somebody's brain who's such an expert. And, you know, she was just signing the book for me. Thank you so
Susan,
much.
you're the best.
Thank
but
you
she's still
so,
around. We were
so
talking
much.
stories.
You know, like, we're here to try to educate you on why we're the birthplace and why we were chosen as the host city. But to hear it from somebody who's actually traveled the road. And like she said, there's so many of people here that have their own stories or their own connections, and everybody is so unique. And I wish I could just stop, you know, the journalists and stop and ask everybody, pick everybody's brain about why they decided to come out specifically tonight or specifically to this event. And of course, this all culminates in Springfield, and our love for Springfield just kind of drives our passion with it too.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And she's got so many stories of yesteryear on Route 66. In fact, a street here in Springfield, though, that almost feels like you are transported back in time. Carissa Codell spoke to some business owners along historic College Street, one of those stops on College Street, the Rockwood Motor Court. It's been around for 96 years. Phyllis Ferguson and Tim Phillips bought the motor court 6 years ago.
We were able to restore it and bring it back for travelers so they can stay in the same rooms that Route 66 travelers have been staying in for 96 years. Makes it pretty special.
Yeah, that's great stuff there.
Well, we haven't talked a lot about, you know, having to stop and get some food, some burgers, some good old steak and shake, or why don't you try something even more local than that? How about the College Street Cafe? That will take you right back in time. Now, this is on kind of the west side of Springfield, and you can meet people from all over the world there. John there at the cafe says he's preserving the history of Route 66, and that's what makes it's so valuable to him.
Yeah, College Street, just one great stop to make on your local Route 66 tour, if you will. Another place you've got to go this weekend to check out some of these great events would be Commercial Street over the next few days. A ton going on there on Commercial Street, Bailey. The live music, local food, they've got it all there for you. From 6 to 9, of course, the classic car rally. That's going on there. And then from at 7 and 8:30, live music under the pavilion there on Commercial Street. 8 p.m., they've got the footbridge lighting and the drone show. Missouri State University's Jazz Band Studies Ensemble, they'll be under the pavilion as well. And then on Saturday, a pretty good lineup too there, Bailey.
Yeah, there's a whole schedule of events there. There's going to be the C Street City Market. Can't forget about that. A lot of local vendors there in the Footbridge Plaza. You've got the classic car show that's going to go from Robertson to Benton Avenues. The Jefferson Avenue Footbridge dedication happening on Saturday at 10 a.m. And then after that, live music, history, shopping, food, all at that main stage right near the Footbridge. The Footbridge itself has, a lot of local history, and it is opening once again. You can also stop by the historic Firehouse number 2 that has some history presentations from 11:30 until 2:30, and also make sure to stop by the Peddler's Bicycle Museum. You can get a little photo op with one of those big wheeled bicycles. I know we're talking about classic cars here, but that would be a great Instagram moment.
Oh yeah, it definitely would be. And if you want to talk about the musical lineup, there are so many different bands that we could run through, just so many. But I feel like this is kind of a staple of Commercial Street. The Footbridge lighting ceremony, that's one of the big events happening there tomorrow. The city of Springfield going to be hosting that lighting and drone show to celebrate the return of the Jefferson Avenue Footbridge. Bailey, you and I have been here at Ozarks First for about a decade, and I feel like I've heard about the return of this footbridge since the day I walked in the door. It has been such an effort to get it back there. You see one of the sculptures in that area to honor that. But the lighting ceremony going to happen at 8 on Friday. Several around Springfield coming together for that classic car rally, as we told you about. Just so much good stuff there. As the sun goes down, though, the city is going to flip that big switch at 8:30 as a drone show lights up the night sky. The show and celebration totally free for anyone stopping by there. So make time to do that.
Yeah, that's going to happen just as the sun sets on Friday evening. It's kind of cool because we're bringing the past and the present together. If you haven't seen one of those, the past with the footbridge, but if you haven't seen one of those drone shows,
they're so cool.
Those are pretty cool. It's like the future. It's like witnessing the future.
The past and the future.
In the sky. So that's pretty cool. And that happens right after the parade. So if you want to catch the parade anywhere along the stretch, then head over to C Street. You can certainly do that. And, it's going to be great weather as well. Can't forget about the weather.
Yeah, we've gotten very lucky these next few days here. Chief Meteorologist Jamie Warner with the good news for us, Jamie. If people are going out Friday, man, couldn't ask for any better weather, huh?
Yeah, I think for a festival, you don't want it too hot. You don't want it cold. You don't want it raining or snowing, and we don't have to worry about any of that stuff. It does look like perfect weather for an outdoor event. Or maybe you're going to go camping this weekend. Looks like great weather for that as well. Now, looking at tomorrow evening for that lighting and drone show for the Jefferson Footbridge, temperatures, they're going to be in the upper 50s with mostly clear skies, I think. So, again, perfect conditions to just be out, taking in the sights and sounds around Springfield as we celebrate the centennial. Here is not necessarily something to celebrate, but something to remember. This time of the year, bad weather does tend to happen. Well, of course, we had a big bout of it earlier in the week. Yesterday was the one-year anniversary of the windstorm that hit Springfield on the 29th of April in 2025. This actually should say 2019. Back on April 30th, 2019, there was a tornado outbreak. 29 tornadoes touched down in our area. The strongest, an EF2 that hit near Highland Springs with winds up to 134 miles per hour. Remember that afternoon and evening very vividly. We went on the air, I think, about 2:45 that afternoon. And I don't think we were off the air covering those storms until close to 11 o'clock that evening. Now, thankfully, after some very active weather earlier in the week, things have calmed down. We did see a front settle in here along the Gulf Coast. That's taken the showers and thunderstorms with it down to that area. Not really finding too much in the way of severe weather risks down there. So it looks like Mother Nature taking a much-needed breather after some active weather. We're going to find cool and quiet weather into the front end of the weekend. 75 on Sunday with sunshine. And as we get into next week, we will find shower and thunderstorm chances moving back into the area. I do want to say this, too. Looking into the middle of May for the next couple of weeks, I think generally the weather is going to run cooler than normal, and it should stay fairly quiet as well. Good news after a very busy start to the week, guys.
Yeah, 60s and 70s as far as the eye can see on the 7-day, and that's what you want on a weekend with so much to do. All right, we're going to take a quick break here, and when we come back, we'll talk a little bit about the concert preview that you can expect here tonight. Plus, we're going to check in with Matt Hefner. He's walking up and down the facility here, seeing all there is to see, and he looks hilarious. That's all I'm going to say. Stick around to see what he's got on next.
Get an 11% rebate at Menards. Create your dream landscape using our free, easy-to-use design program. Choose from the largest in-stock selection of beautiful concrete landscape blocks ready to take home today. Get Creststone retaining wall blocks for a value of $149 after rebate. Protect your home with Patriot Lighting outdoor security fixtures. They offer a wide variety of helpful features to help you feel safe in your home. Get this motion-activated security light for a value of $39.95 after rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
An auto accident can change your life in an instant. The physical, emotional, and financial burdens can be overwhelming. Deputy and Mizell is here to help. Our legal experts help you navigate the complexities, ensuring you receive fair compensation and justice. We simplify the process, providing personalized support from initial care to rehabilitation and financial compensation, offering you quick and reliable assistance when you need it most. Contact Deputy and Mizell today.
Big test, big game, big deadline. When it's a big deal, you lock in. And this is a really big deal. Get Mediacom fiber-powered 1 gig internet for $50 a month for 3 years. Plus Eero Wi-Fi and equipment all included. Lock in speed, lock in price, lock in gig. For just $50 a month for 3 years. No hesitation, no bill shock. Call 844-EXTREME2 today.
When the heat hits Springfield, Air Services is ready to keep your home cool and comfortable. Whether it's a seasonal inspection or a system that's lost its edge, our expert technicians bring precision, speed, and service that goes above and beyond. Air Services is here to catch little issues before they become big problems, so your home stays efficient, your bills stay low, and your comfort stays high. Trust the experts to get it done.
Don't you get nervous, call Air Services today.
The O'Reilly Auto Parts Series drivers gear up for another high-speed showdown. Feel the energy live in Texas. Get your tickets now at NASCAR.com/tickets. Don't miss your chance to catch the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series live and in person.
Welcome back. We are live outside Great Southern Bank Arena as the Route 66 Centennial Kickoff Concert is about to begin. There is a full lineup of celebrities here in Springfield, if you can believe it, right inside there to give people a big old show. We've been telling you about it, but we just want to recap who all is in town for this. Of course, it's hosted by my good friend now, John Goodman.
Yes, close personal friends.
And City Councilwoman Callie Carroll, Callie Swafford. I just saw her walk by earlier with her. Well, she had like a dressing bag. Can't wait to see.
Yeah, she
what
had
kind of a dress she's going to have tonight.
A very bright pink shirt. You could not miss her. You could see her a mile away, no doubt, all the way from one side of Route 66 to the other. But the concert lineup is just awesome, guys. Little Big Town, Gary LaVox, Gretchen Wilson, the Redneck Woman. Should we sing the song? No? Okay.
I like to think I am a redneck woman. I like to think of myself as a hillbilly woman as well, because we are in the Ozarks, and that's where my roots lie. Okay, but I want to know, what song do you want to hear? Because I have one off the top of my head that I would like to hear. I know we got copyright issues here.
Yeah.
But, if I could just...
What is it?
Life
What do you
is
wanna
a highway. That's the one.
I want to ride it. Okay, well, wow.
It sounds exactly the same.
Viewership plummeting. Viewership. That's a handout.
Did we lose you?
Yeah. Sorry, we won't. We'll let the pros handle that. Let's go ahead and swing this over to Matt Hefner, who is out amongst the crowd out there tonight. Matt, you've run into a lot of people out there. What are you seeing as you walk up and down the Great Southern Bank Arena facility here?
Yeah, we're at the far end of the strip. Here's another entrance of people trying to trickle into the concert right now. Concert starts in about 15 minutes. A lot of people excited for that. I was asking, there's a whole lot of people going to be taking the stage for tonight. I was asking who is the fan favorite. Seems like the Ozarks Mountain Daredevils seem to be the favorite around here. But you can see a lot of businesses from some small towns, or just kind of small businesses from around the area. I got this cool hat as well. I'm showing it off. It kind of fits the theme, but we got Mexican Villa, Multiply Bank, Friendly Farms, and something I really wanted to show off too as well is, Parker, if you can get this on camera, we got the official car of Texas Route 66 Festival, and people have been going up to it and signing it with a Sharpie, putting their names up on it, which I think is one way to definitely kind of make this car a little bit unique. So people are starting to trickle in right now for the concert, but still a good showing of people coming out. There's still time to come out. Also want to remind you guys for Friday, a lot of people excited for that parade that's going to be happening. I'm going to be there as well, providing you guys kind of the look for it. And Jamie said it earlier, the forecast is looking beautiful throughout this stretch. Really no complaints for this weekend. So with that, I'll toss it back to you guys.
Oh. Yeah, I gotta say Matt he looks the part out here today,
yeah.
No doubt. And I think
I can't be outshined.
No, it's contagious.
Well, where did these come from?
We've got to match vibes here. I think if we're gonna do this, don't mess up the hair if you can stand it. Boy, this feels tiny.
All of a sudden, I am just feeling like a whole different way. We've got our country music. I might have to get my twang on.
Yeah, no, we can't have Route 66 without a little bit of twang. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm at home now. Now we're good. So this is the perfect fit for me. I think so. I feel like Woody from Toy Story.
I am feeling a little bit of FOMO not being in there right now with the country music about to begin, but hey, we're having a good time out
We
here.
are.
We're making the best of it.
We are. Yeah, I got to hear a little bit of sound check earlier today when I was here for midday. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I walked in there. I was like, hey, can I use the restroom?
That's exactly what I did.
Yep, and they were, they had the sound check going, so I got to hear a little bit of a taste of what is to come for the folks here at the concert. So there is going to be a lot of fun to be had in there. Folks are starting to kind of file in, but there's still a lot of people out here checking out what's to be seen. We just saw, Matt giving us a look at some of those classic cars, which are just great. You'll see more of those tomorrow, without a doubt. I mean, you guys are going to have no shortage of cars to look at tomorrow.
Absolutely not. The city is going to transform tomorrow. It already has been. And that includes a bit of a name change for one of Springfield's most iconic landmarks.
Mm-hmm.
We've all heard of our AA affiliate here.
Oh, yeah.
The Springfield Cardinals.
I mean, the reigning Texas
you've
League
heard
champions.
Of them?
It's just that there's
exactly
so much success to be had. And the big name change happened last week, taking down the sign, the Hammonds Field sign. Certainly after paying homage to the great John Q. Hammonds for so many years, who brought the Springfield Cardinals here. The city now owns the ballpark there, so it was time for a change just in time for the National Route 66 Centennial Kickoff Celebration. And there will still be a a lot of things inside the ballpark to honor the great John Q. Hammond. So don't think that name is just going to disappear from the cityscape anytime soon. But it is bittersweet given the work that JQH did to bring the ballpark to the Queen City. Crews did the replacing on that signage leading up to the centennial celebration and a great sculpture out front to match that. So, I've not gotten to go out and catch a game just yet this season, but it's on the short list of things to do as we head into summer.
You know, we missed a good one yesterday because the whole crew, cast and crew of the Today Show was out there, I saw, and they got jerseys and everything. All we got are these little hats.
Yeah, personalized jerseys? What do we got to do? Dan Ryder, I know you're watching.
We're talking to you.
Can we get some?
Can we get some Springfield Cardinals merch? You know, Route 66.
Yeah.
Springfield Cardinals merch.
Bailey and I will throw out the first pitch. Okay, we'll do that.
There you go.
And then we'll figure out
the
jersey
beg of
thing.
you. We beg of you. Okay, well, you know, there is one other group here in Springfield that are blowing out their 100th birthday candles. Now, this is a pretty cool story. You know, Route 66 celebrating its centennial today, April 30th, 1926, is when Route 66 got its name because of the telegram that was sent from here in Springfield. But one of the city's most rhythmic traditions is actually celebrating a century of pride right here in the birthplace as well. That is the Central High School Kilties Drum and Bugle Corps. They are the oldest all-female Scottish drum and bugle corps in the nation, in the world. They share the anniversary with the historic highway because they made their first public appearance when the highway's biggest players were also in Springfield discussing and deciding on the official name of Route 66. That was because of the Rotary Convention that had brought everybody to town, and it was the parade that the Kilties performed at for the first time 100 years ago, and they have been doing it at every parade since. This is just video from our archive that I was able to pull, and it was not hard to find. You can also catch them tomorrow as they celebrate their 100th birthday too at the big car parade. So what a full circle moment. We actually got to catch up with some of the Kilties as they celebrated 100 years just a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, I think the last time I got to catch up with the Kilties was for the Christmas parade that you and I hosted just last year. So no matter the elements, the Kilties are going to be out doing their thing. And this is great that 100 years of the Kilties.
No tears. It's just an amazing sisterhood. It's like nothing I don't think most people can even understand what it means to have been a part of this drum corps in 100 years.
All right, a lot of history to be had, and we've gotten lessons of our own here today. When we come back, we are going to talk about the History Museum of Springfield and something that's very close to your heart, Red's Giant Hamburg.
I miss it every day.
I know. Sad to see it go. We'll tell you all about that when we come back.
Has your boss crossed the line? Harassed at work? I will tame the predators for you.
Truck Month continues at Reliable Chevrolet, your destination for Chevy trucks. Get better than employee pricing with over $13,000 off MSRP or low APR on a new Silverado 1500. Or get over $7,000 off MSRP or low APR on a new Silverado 2500 with no payments for 90 days. And with our Rev It Up program, shopping for your new ride is easier than ever. Go from browsing to financed in just a few steps and experience car buying done right. Shop Truck Month deals at ReliableChevy.com. Together, let's drive.
Want to feel like a kid on a bicycle again? Head to Totally Rad E-Bikes in Ozark, the Ozark's first e-bike store. We're the e-bike experts. Every bike is fully assembled and ready to ride, and we service all brands of e-bikes. From a fun ride with family to a new way to stay fit, Totally Rad E-Bikes will hook you up with the perfect e-bike. Visit our full-service shop in Ozark or online at TotallyRadEbikes.com.
The drivers in the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series.
Here we go!
Racing every lap as if it's their last.
Way to fight, buddy.
Hitting every turn with nothing held back.
Let's go! They can't stop it!
see why everyone is talking.
Fans on their feet.
About NASCAR's newest superstars.
Burn it down, buddy.
The NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. Saturday from Texas at 2:30 Eastern, 11:30 Pacific on the CW.
Unscripted has teamed up with Fritz's Adventure for the Golden Apple Award.
Head to ozarksfirst.com and nominate a teacher or educator.
Each month, we'll surprise one outstanding educator with prizes from Fritz's Adventure. The Golden Apple Award on Ozarks First.
Has your boss crossed the line? Harassed at work? I will tame the predators for you.
All right, welcome back here in front of Great Southern Bank Arena. So much history to talk about. The History Museum on the square is the place to get it, for sure. Replica neon signs there of iconic landmarks like the Railhaven Motel and Red's Giant Hamburg, plus a replica classic car turned in they have a seat there that they've transformed there as well.
Yeah, you have to check that out. That's a perfect photo op, too, when you're downtown
Yeah, and
this
the original
weekend.
telegram that the founders of the highway sent to claim
Get
the
a
name.
good look at that, because that's Springfield's claim to fame.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, we've
We
got
have people
a
from
lot
all
to talk
over the
about with that.
globe
Plus,
that come here and just want to just pick up a little bit of that romance, that vibe, that experience of what it was like to be on Route 66.
and food. You got to talk about food, okay? It's gone now, or at least the modern reincarnation of it is gone now, but Red's Giant Hamburg, one of the landmarks that changed the game for fast food. The world's first drive-through, it is believed. The man himself, named Red Cheney, and his wife, Julia, turned a small gas station into a cafe along Chestnut, which was at one time the route 466 in Springfield, though. The mistake, though, is what made history there. Didn't have enough room on the sign for hamburger, so they just said, you know what, Hamburg works. And I'm sad it's gone now. But, you know.
McDonald's has nothing on Red's Giant Hamburg.
Nothing.
You can see the sign along College Street if you want to go get a photo op of that. And we will be right back as our coverage wraps up. Stick around.
I'm Lieutenant Governor David Wassinger. As we celebrate 100 years of Route 66, there's no better time to get out and explore. We're talking world-class barbecue, handmade goods, and the kind of hospitality you only find right here in Missouri. These local businesses are the heartbeat of our towns. They're the folks making sure the next century is even better than the last. So grab the keys, bring the family, and enjoy some of the best businesses Missouri has to offer. And most of all, don't forget to buy Missouri.
Get an 11% rebate at Menards. Looking for new appliances? Menards is the place to shop. You'll find an excellent selection, the best prices, and top brands ready to take home today. Get this Whirlpool top freezer refrigerator for a value of $529.99 after rebate. Transform your space with Tarkett laminate flooring. It's durable, stain, scratch, and dent resistant, and is easy to install. Invitation laminate is a $119 value per square foot after rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
My dad always says, if you've been hurt, it costs you nothing to see if we can help.
And it's true. Talking to us is always free. You won't pay a thing unless you win.
That's how he's done it for over 30 years, helping Missourians get back on their feet.
And now we do it together. 2 generations, 1 mission.
Because peace of mind shouldn't come with a price tag. If you've been hurt, call the Sachs family.
It costs nothing to see if we can help. And we'll walk you through every step. Aaron Sachs and Associates.
In the Ozarks, comfort isn't seasonal, it's essential. At Patriot Heat and Air, we're here year-round, keeping families comfortable through summer heat and winter cold with expert American Standard solutions. The Patriot's about more than heating and cooling. It's about heart, hard work, dependability, and doing what's right, even when no one's watching. That's why we were honored with the Better Business Bureau's Torch Award for Ethics, because integrity matters to us, and it matters to the families we serve. Patriot quality as sure as value. Our people make the difference.
The drivers in the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series.
Here we go!
Hitting every turn with nothing held back.
Burn it down, buddy!
The NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. Saturday from Texas at 2:30 Eastern, 11:30 Pacific.
Well, our hats off to you for sticking with us for this fun coverage. It's been so much fun out here. The concert about to start. For Bailey Stroll, I'm Jesse Inman. Mike Landis at 6 o'clock. Bailey, so much fun out here.
It's been a great time, and this is just the beginning of it. You can catch all of our coverage tomorrow, too. We will see you then. Have a great one. Thanks for being here.
In the Ozarks, your soundtrack has two sides. The legends live on. 101.3 Real Country.
This is Garth Brooks.
Hi, this is George Strait.
Hey, everybody, it's Dolly.
And for today's brightest country stars, there's a new station in Springfield, 93.7 The Stage.
Hey, what's up? It's Morgan Wallen.
Hey, it's Lainey Wilson.
Hey, this is Luke Combs.
Turn up the classics or the biggest artists right now. We've got country covered. 101.3 Real Country and the all-new 93.7 The Stage.
I'm Lucas with Acura Springfield. St. Jude is leading the fight against childhood cancer, and families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food.
That's right, Lucas, and you can help support the mission right here in Springfield. Dream Home tickets are on sale now, and every ticket gives you a chance to win the home and a brand new Acura thanks to Acura Springfield.
Go to dreamhome.org and reserve your ticket today to help St. Jude save lives.
Lifting lives through kindness in action. Brought to you by The Social Connection.
Every week, Fox 49 features a high school athlete that deserves recognition, and you can nominate them by going to ozarksfirst.com. Click the button, then tell us why this athlete is exceptional. It's that easy. Let's show our support.
Sponsored by Midwest Technical Institute.
Good to be with you. I'm Tony DeCopel. The breaking news right now. 5-alarm inferno, a massive explosion blowing apart a home, knocking police off their feet before they rush in to make rescues. What happened next?
Thankfully, today, luck was on their side.
Breaking moments ago, reports of several people stabbed at a high school in Tacoma, Washington. The details just coming in. Also developing tonight, gas prices hit a wartime high, averaging more than $4.30 a gallon, the highest in 4 years. And the places where prices shot up the most, some jumping more than $1 in a week.
I'm looking at right now $75 a day in fuel alone.
Also, that mysterious break-in at the home of NASCAR driver Greg Biffle following his death in a plane crash. Was it an inside job? What police are now saying. And what a crowd of American hockey fans did to honor Canada. Plus the good stuff, the new designer shoe that's got people asking, what is a shoe anyway?
From CBS News headquarters in New York, this is the CBS Evening News with Tony DeCopel.
And good evening. We're following sudden spikes in gas prices across much of the Midwest over just the past week. Up 80 cents a gallon in Ohio, 86 cents in Michigan, and a full $1 in Indiana. More on all of that in just a moment. But we're going to begin in New York City tonight, where police say a man forced his way into a home packed with his own family and then intentionally set off an explosion, threatening the lives of everyone inside and the New York City police who had just arrived at the front door. Tom Hansen has made his way to the scene, and he joins us now. Tom, good evening to you. Were they able to get everyone out?
Miraculously, yes, Tony. All of the residents inside that building were able to make it to safety. NYPD Police Commissioner Jessica Tisch says that's due to the heroic efforts of those first responders. But take a look at that scene behind me, how powerful that blast was. It leveled the home. The flames so strong, they ripped up the sides of those other houses as well. Body cam footage shows the very moment NYPD officers were blown back by the force of an explosion while responding to a domestic dispute in Queens.
The guy just lit the house on fire. We had an explosion.
Seconds later, those same NYPD officers, some of whom were injured in the blast, rushed in and brought those residents, including several children, to safety. Police say just before 3 a.m., officers received a call from a family member of the man suspected of starting the fire. The caller reported that the suspect was intoxicated and carrying a knife. He forced his way into the basement apartment by pushing in an air conditioning unit. The suspect had 3 expired orders of protection against him.
It's scary, it's frightening, it's sad. A lot of people were affected by his behavior.
More than 80 fire and EMS units were on the scene working to get the fire under control. Those injured NYPD officers are recovering tonight. CBS News obtained a neighbor's security video, which appears to show what NYPD has described as 2 garbage bags filled with canisters of an unknown substance. The explosion happened 15 minutes after the initial 911 call.
Cops confront these situations every day, not knowing if luck will be on their side. Thankfully, today, luck was on their side.
Debris removal efforts are still underway while more than a dozen residents were displaced.
You just got to enjoy your life because you don't know what's going to happen, and tomorrow is just not promised.
And some of the residents were taken to area hospitals. Their injuries appear to be minor. CBS News has also learned that a body was found inside the home. NYPD is still working to identify the remains, Tony.
All right, Tom, thank you very much. We also have breaking news from Tacoma, Washington tonight. Reports of a stabbing at a high school there, multiple people injured. Carter Evans joins us now with the absolute latest. Carter, good evening.
Good evening, Tony. The 911 call started coming in around the end of the school day, just about 1:38 this afternoon. Now, video from above shows police cars on campus at Tacoma's Henry Foss High School. Authorities tell CBS News a suspect is in custody and was taken to the hospital along with 4 other students and a school security officer. Now, police say all patients are stable, but the extent of their injuries is unknown. A parent who rushed to campus to pick up her daughter said there were reports of a fight between multiple students that resulted in the stabbings. She said after school activities were canceled and that she's afraid to send her child back to school tomorrow. Police were seen escorting students out of the high school this afternoon to be reunified with their parents, and investigators are still trying to determine what led to the altercation, and they're looking for any social media video that may have captured it. Our affiliate is reporting that this all may have stemmed from an argument over a vape pen. Tony?
All right, Carter, thank you very much. The man accused of trying to assassinate President Trump last weekend appeared in court today as we learn still more about the attack at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. Our Caitlin Huey-Burns joins us now. Caitlin, good to see you. Still no plea yet, but we did learn he'll be staying behind bars for now. Is that right?
That's right, Tony. And it's actually a surprise that Allen agreed to remain in detention because his attorneys earlier had asked for him to be released ahead of his trial. But prosecutors want him in federal custody because they say the crimes he's being charged with are among the most serious in the United States Code. And they allege Allen engaged in extensive planning of the attack, Tony.
Speaking of the attack, Caitlin, we've got more on the timeline of the incident. What can you tell us on that?
That's right. CBS News has learned from sources that 7 seconds elapsed from the time he burst through a set of double doors, ran past a security checkpoint, lost his balance, and was apprehended by law enforcement. And in between that time, the Secret Service says the suspect used a shotgun to shoot one of their officers at point-blank range, who was slightly injured. And now Allen is charged with attempting to assassinate President Trump, along with 2 other gun charges. And Tony, we're also expecting prosecutors to bring another charge, assaulting a police officer. And Allen is due back in court on May 11th, Tony.
Caitlin, thank you very much. The war with Iran may be costing a lot more than the Pentagon is letting on. According to our new reporting tonight, U.S. officials tell CBS News the estimated price tag delivered to lawmakers yesterday is only about half of the true cost. Senior White House correspondent Ed O'Keefe joins us now. Ed, good evening. President Trump and Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth face questions on the war at different parts of town. What did they say?
That's right, Tony. The president didn't deny the war's at a standstill, but said Iran wants to make a deal badly. Up on Capitol Hill, top Pentagon leaders were asked about their cost estimate for the war of $25 billion. But CBS News has learned the true price tag is closer to $50 billion, which takes into account damages to military equipment and U.S. bases in the region. Defense Secretary Hegseth argued the war can continue despite a law requiring congressional approval after 60 days of fighting. The 60th day is tomorrow. Hegseth argued the current ceasefire with Iran means the 60-day deadline's on pause. Democrats say they disagree.
And Ed, the Homeland Security shutdown is over after nearly 80 days. What was the breakthrough?
That's right. Most of it is over. The White House essentially told House Republicans to pass the bill that the Senate had passed 5 weeks ago. And with paychecks running out this week, They did. The pressure was building because the Coast Guard commandant had warned in an interview with CBS News his agency's funding was set to run out tomorrow. The TSA was losing officers. More than 1,100 quit during the shutdown. So now most of DHS is fully reopened, but the underlying disagreements about immigration policy remain unsolved. And funding is still cut to Immigration and Customs Enforcement and the Customs and Border Protection agencies. Tony, Republicans say they'll sort that out in the coming weeks.
Ed O'Keefe at the White House. Ed, thank you very much. Tonight, we're tracking a report in the New York Times that the late convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein may have left a suicide note after an earlier incident about 3 weeks before his death. But that note has been sealed in a separate case for nearly 7 years and out of public view. What did it say? Meg Oliver joins us now. Meg, good evening. What have we learned?
Tony, good evening. It was after Jeffrey Epstein's first alleged suicide attempt in July 2019 that his cellmate discovered a possible suicide note written by Epstein tucked in a novel, according to the New York Times. That cellmate is Nicholas Tartaglione, a former police officer then accused and later convicted of killing 4 people. Epstein was moved to another cell where he was found dead weeks later. The alleged note was at some point sealed by a federal judge as part of Tartaglione's criminal case. And for nearly 7 years, its existence was unknown, locked up in a New York courthouse. In a podcast last year, Tartaglione talked about the note. Epstein allegedly wrote that investigators had scrutinized him for months and found nothing, and that it was, quote, time to say goodbye. The supposed letter was not released as part of the Epstein files, and in a statement to CBS News, the Department of Justice said they were unaware of the letter until now. Tony?
Meg, thank you very much. Now to a big development with Camp Mystic, scene of those Texas floods that killed 27 campers and counselors last summer. Today, the family that runs the camp said it will not reopen this summer in deference to the families of those killed. Ryan DeWitt, whose 9-year-old daughter Molly was among the victims, told us he appreciates the decision.
When you carry that level of stress and honestly that level of trauma, and you get one piece of good news in 10 months, there is a weight lifted.
Remarkably, nearly 900 campers had been signed up to return, but in recent weeks, not only families of the victims, but state regulators had raised questions about reopening and the safety of future campers. President Trump said today again that oil and gas prices will drop after the war with Iran is over. But for now, well, they're back to levels last seen around the start of the war in Ukraine during the Biden administration. Senior business and tech correspondent Jolene Kent joins us now from a gas station in Los Angeles. Joe, good evening. What have we learned?
Tony, basically, the U.S. does produce a lot of oil, but the prices are set on the global market. That determines how much you pay at pumps like these. And with the Strait of Hormuz effectively shut, there is no relief in sight.
There's no escaping it. Gas prices in every single state have soared in the last 7 days.
I think it's pinching the pocket of everybody around here, especially all the working class for sure. Anybody, really, for that matter.
In Indiana, the price for a gallon of regular shot up over $1 in just the last week. Michigan up 86 cents. Ohio spiking 80 cents. The national average for a gallon of regular is now $4.37, the highest since the war with Iran began, and the highest since July 2022.
I'm looking at right now $75 a day in fuel alone.
Lyft driver Romeo Tillman in Minneapolis says he's taking home much less than usual every shift.
If we get anywhere beyond where we are right now, it's going to be catastrophic. These drivers right now are none of us are making it at all.
Meals on Wheels America, which serves 2.6 million adults annually, tells us high gas prices plus rising food costs have created the perfect storm.
It's a very difficult situation to be in. I hear from some of our programs that say every day they feel like they're playing God and deciding who might need a meal more than someone else. There's a growing wait list across our country.
What does the organization have to sacrifice when gas prices go up so much?
Well, sometimes they have to sacrifice them more than a meal service because Meals on Wheels is not just about a nutritious meal. It's also about that social connection and the eyes and ears on a senior, the safety check, if you will.
Meals on Wheels America also tells us some of those wait lists for food for seniors around the country stretch as long as 4 months. This as Americans are preparing to spend $500 million more on gas in just the next 24 hours alone compared to the start of the Iran war. Tony.
That's a big number, Jolene. Thank you very much. Still ahead on the broadcast, the mystery over missing money and guns from the home of the late NASCAR driver Greg Biffle, what police say happened and who they're looking for.
Zepbound, watch this. Zepbound helps adults with obesity lose weight and keep it off. Watch this. And data shows that people taking Zepbound lost up to 48 pounds. Don't share needles or pens or reuse needles. Don't take if allergic to it or if you or someone in your family had MTC or MEN too. Tell your doctor if you get a lump or swelling in your neck. Stop Zepbound and call your doctor if you have severe stomach pain or a serious allergic reaction. Severe side effects may include inflamed pancreas or gallbladder problems. Tell your doctor if you experience vision changes before scheduled procedures with anesthesia. If you're nursing, pregnant, plan to be, or taking birth control pills. Taking Zepbound with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar. Side effects include nausea, diarrhea, and vomiting, which can cause dehydration and worsen kidney problems. Ask your doctor about Zepbound. Zepbound, watch this. Watch this.
A Chewy order is on the way for Woody, who likes his stick, but loves his Pro Plan, which Chewy delivers fast with the nutrition for Woody's most exceptional life. For life with pets, there's Chewy with Pro Plan.
We're putting our new UltraFlex Plus lidocaine and menthol patch to the test. It has superior adhesion and 4-way flexibility to move with your body for up to 8 hours. New BioFreeze UltraFlex Plus.
Asthma. Does it have you missing out on what you love? Get back to better breathing with Fasenra, an add-on treatment for eosinophilic asthma. Fasenra is not for sudden breathing problems. Serious allergic reactions, including anaphylaxis, may occur. Get help right away for swelling of your face, mouth, tongue, or trouble breathing. Don't stop asthma treatments, including oral steroids, without talking with your doctor. Tell your doctor if your asthma worsens or you have a parasitic infection. Headache and sore throat may occur. Ask your doctor if Fasenra is right for you.
Within hours of the plane crash that killed Hall of Fame NASCAR driver Greg Biffle, along with his wife and kids, authorities say someone was trying to break into his accounts and steal his money. Now police have a sense of who it was and what they took. Here's senior national correspondent Mark Strassman.
This horrific private plane crash in North Carolina last December shocked NASCAR country. All 7 people aboard were killed, including veteran NASCAR driver Greg Biffle, his wife Christina, and their 2 children. Within hours, someone began targeting the family's checking accounts.
It's a very complex case with a lot of different tentacles.
Any doubt in your mind that this is an inside job?
I do think it was somebody that's close to the family or has a strong connection to the family.
In search warrants obtained by CBS affiliate WBTV, police describe a strategic and coordinated strike against all accounts that led to hundreds of thousands of dollars being stolen. Police believe multiple conspirators had access to the Biffle family's assets, email, and security details such as passwords and social security numbers. It gets worse. This is home surveillance footage from January, about 3 weeks after the plane crash. It shows what appears to be a hooded female walking for hours throughout the Biffle residence. The search warrant says more than $40,000 in cash, firearms, and memorabilia was stolen. Any doubt in your mind that the burglary and the fraud are connected?
No, there's not a doubt. I believe that the burglary was just a small part of this.
Since the deadly plane crash, police have issued multiple search warrants, but so far, no arrests.
Tony, Sheriff Campbell told us that his detectives are waiting for more evidence, digital information sought by those search warrants, but he sure sounded confident that arrests are coming. Tony?
All right, Mark, thank you very much. Up next, what made a stadium full of American hockey fans sing the Canadian national anthem?
I'm not letting relapsing MS disrupt my life. My treatment choice? Boom. That's Kesimpta.
It's proven to reduce relapses and slow disability progression. Plus, it's the only B-cell treatment I can take at home.
Or take with me. Boom. That's Kesimpta.
No pre-treatment with steroids or infusion days. It's an auto-injector pen that's just once a month.
Don't take if you've had an allergic or life-threatening reaction to Kesimpta or have hepatitis B. You'll be tested for Hep B before treatment, as it could return. Serious side effects, including infections and PML, a rare brain infection, can occur and may be fatal or cause severe disability. Tell your doctor about your medical history, including liver problems, plans for vaccines, and pregnancy. It's not known if it will harm your unborn baby. You'll be monitored for a decrease in certain antibodies and liver function, as it may cause liver damage. Most common side effects are upper respiratory infection, headache, and injection reactions, including swelling, itching, pain, skin redness, fever, headache, muscle pain, chills, and tiredness.
Ask your doctor about Kesimpta. Boom.
Extraordinary summers start at Ashley's Memorial Day sale. Discover hot buys starting at just $249. And for a limited time, get 0% interest for 60 months. Like this power reclining sofa for only $44 per month. Only at Ashley.
People with high blood pressure or type 2 diabetes, like my mom and you, Chica. Our kidneys could be sending out an SOS about increased risk like heart attack or stroke. Don't miss the signal. Ask your doctor about a simple urine test called UACR and join our mission.
Lily doesn't play like she's 62. She plays like you owe her something. And with Ensure Max Protein, she always collects.
Told you she still plays?
You're in your prime, so keep it that way. Insure yourself.
Dogs of the world, take a stand against bland. Let the Beneful revolution begin. Real meat and veggies, explosive flavor, jaw-dropping variety. Beneful, kick boring in the bowl.
Like a relentless weed, moderate to severe Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms can keep coming back.
Break away to what's possible with Tremfya.
The only IL-23 blocker for Crohn's and UC to offer self-administration from the start.
Tremfya can help with symptom relief as early as 4 weeks, remission at 12 weeks, 1 year, and 2 years.
Some had visible repair of their intestinal lining. Serious allergic reactions, increased risk of infections or lower ability to fight them, and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or need a vaccine. Break away with Tremfya.
Backed by over 15 years of clinical research. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today.
We got astronauts and some very curious kids.
Join us and Tony DeCopel for CBS Mornings Artemis Special.
An event for the whole family tomorrow.
See you there.
Today, we're saying thank you and farewell to our senior foreign correspondent, Elizabeth Palmer, who is retiring after nearly 3 decades here at CBS. She's been stationed in Moscow, London, and Tokyo, reporting from just about every dateline around the world, including being among the first to report from Afghanistan following the attacks of 9/11. Here now are just a few of her highlights.
Elizabeth Palmer, CBS News, Fallujah. It's been a devastating display of American firepower.
Every American astronaut who comes here to the Russian Space Center gets an extensive training program, including a dip in what's probably the world's most specialized swimming pool.
A massacre no one talks about in China. Posing as tourists, we went to Tiananmen Square.
It's hard to imagine this vast square filled with passionate students demanding more freedom.
Gaza lies in ruins.
We're almost a year into this war now, and the prospect of a ceasefire still looks vanishingly remote.
All suited up for an amateur hockey match, President Vladimir Putin took the time to weigh in on Washington's latest scandal.
Started shouting death to America, and any moment they're going to set fire to the American flag.
Amir Bagheri's 1965 Mustang has an onboard turntable and plenty of juice. It's not your average ride on the roads of the Islamic Republic.
And Liz Palmer is not your average foreign correspondent. There will be others, of course, but none quite like her. Congratulations, Liz. You always made it look easy. Another goodbye tonight to King Charles and Queen Camilla. They are no longer on American soil. The first couple bid them farewell this morning before the royals laid a wreath at Arlington National Cemetery. They won at least one diplomatic victory: an end to tariffs and restrictions on Scottish whiskey imports, President Trump said, in honor of the trip. You hear a lot these days about a rift between the U.S. and Canada, but there's government and then there's people. That's the sound of thousands of Buffalo Sabres fans in Buffalo jumping in this week to sing the Canadian national anthem after the mic started failing. I cried, one Canadian fan later said. It makes me teary even now. Up next, the good stuff, designers redesigning the definition of shoe.
So I've heard Fisher Investments is a fiduciary.
Yes, we always put clients first, even if that means a little straight talk. Like what? We tell our clients what they need to hear, like if their lifestyle might lead them to outlive their money.
We'd want to know that.
Other times, we keep clients from making big investment mistakes that can impact their future. We'd want to know that too. At Fisher, we use a disciplined approach, keeping you on track for a comfortable retirement. At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different.
If you have wet AMD or DME, you never want to lose sight of the things you love. And your condition doesn't have to steal the moment. Long-lasting EYLEA HD delivers powerful vision improvements that can save your vision for the future. EYLEA HD is the only treatment for wet AMD and DME that helped at least 8 out of 10 people go up to 4 months between injections after 3 initial monthly treatments. Don't take EYLEA HD if you have an eye infection, eye pain, redness, or are allergic to it. Eye injections like EYLEA HD may cause eye infection, separation of the retina, rare but severe swelling of blood vessels in the eye, or increased eye pressure. There is an uncommon risk of heart attack or stroke. There's still so much to see. Ask about next generation EYLEA HD, a treatment retina specialists trust.
This may look like a walk in the park, but because of my dad's PTSD, he couldn't leave our house before getting Bailey. Thank you, Dog Chow, for helping more veterans like my dad get a life-changing PTSD service dog.
Shop the new arrivals by Ashley Lux, where practical prices meet premium style, like plush boucle upholstery, warm French oak, and high-quality leather made for the spaces you live in most. Shop Ashley Lux in-store and online.
A multi-billion-dollar Roundup settlement is paying claims for up to 21 years. If you were exposed to weed killers at work or at home, your rights are affected. If you or your family has or had non-Hodgkin lymphoma, you need to register for benefits. You could receive $6,000 to $165,000 or more. This settlement impacts you even if you're not sick, because this blood cancer can take 10 to 15 years to appear. If you stay in the settlement, you give up your right to sue. Learn more at weedkillerclass.com or call 888-403-8201.
Buying a new car? You need WeatherTech. Perhaps a nice used car. You need WeatherTech. Or maybe you're still driving Old Faithful. You need WeatherTech. No matter the age of your vehicle, American-made WeatherTech products are the solution. Because Lexus don't care what year your vehicle is. See? You do need WeatherTech. Order your American-made protection at WT.com.
Asthma. Does it have you missing out on what you love? Get back to better breathing with Fasenra, an add-on treatment for eosinophilic asthma. Fasenra is not for sudden breathing problems. Serious allergic reactions, including anaphylaxis, may occur. Get help right away for swelling of your face, mouth, tongue, or trouble breathing. Don't stop asthma treatments, including oral steroids, without talking with your doctor. Tell your doctor if your asthma worsens or you have a parasitic infection. Headache and sore throat may occur. Ask your doctor if Fasenra is right for you.
We're back with the good stuff. A new milestone in fashion insanity, or maybe the next big thing. You'll have to decide. First, just to catch you up, I'm told that designers don't actually expect you to wear the wildest of runway creations. like this upside down dress, which covers your face instead of your not face, or this half a hat look that still means you have to do half your hair, or this lost a bet look where you're literally wearing pool floaties in public. But sometimes, if only sometimes, the runway actually is a test run for real life. Which brings us to these half-finished sandals Chanel just sent down the runway in France. They're really just a heel cap, some kind of strappy piece, and then full foot frontal nudity, as one critic put it. The internet hates these things. Among the comments, the end is definitely near, not paying $800 to walk barefoot, and maybe my favorite, that's not even a shoe, it's a shh. But is it? Chanel has not listed the sandal for retail. No price has been given. So here's a test. If you see someone wearing these things in a 7-Eleven this summer and they have a shirt on, let us know if they get thrown out for no shoes. That's another day in America. I'm Tony DeCopel. Hey, join me and the CBS Mornings team for a special town hall featuring all 4 of the Artemis II astronauts. That's coming up tomorrow. It starts at 7:30 a.m. And, of course, we'll see you right back here tomorrow night. Good night.
Every year that goes by, Continental Siding customers celebrate their Love Your Home anniversary. That's one more year of them loving their home. Having high-quality American-made siding and windows makes them proud to pull in their driveway and see their beautiful home. To celebrate our 44th anniversary, we're having a Made in America sale. Our patented seamless polymer siding and polymer windows are 40% off right now. And low monthly payments means loving your home is affordable. Click.
John Wayne Heating and Air wants to save you thousands. Take advantage of up to 60 months no interest or $1,500 off a new system. Call John Wayne Heating and Air and save big now for up to 60 months no interest or $1,500 off a new system.
Driving to work? What's up ahead? Find out before you leave home by watching Daybreak's traffic report. See live traffic cams, accident locations, and construction sites. Ozark's first Daybreak Traffic Reports, sponsored by Aaron Sachs and Associates. Matt Hefner on Ozark's First. First in weather, first for you. This is Ozark's First News at 6.
Thanks for joining us here on this Thursday. I'm Mike Landis. We begin today with the kickoff of the Route 66 Centennial Celebration here in Springfield. Festivities right now are kicking off all across the Queen City as we speak. From the concert tonight to dedications for artwork marking 100 years of the Mother Road. Ozark's First Michael McLaughlin is live for us at the birthplace of Route 66 Plaza dedication. Michael, some new artwork there behind you, kind of commemorating the history of the Mother Road here in Springfield.
Yeah, so Mike, we covered that dedication ceremony about a couple hours ago, and as the name suggests, the landmark was built to officially establish Springfield as the birthplace of Route 66. Now, we want to take you through a couple different areas in this plaza. We're going to start off with the Ghost of the Colonial Hotel sculpture that was brought here through the Sculpture Walk. Next, we have the historic Route 66 signage. You can see on the left-hand side is Los Angeles, on the right hand is Chicago, and then also we have the mosaic, the map, and that was giving us a very detailed look at the road along Route 66. Now, a time capsule was also seen here. That's been taken away. It'll be open in about 100 years or so. And lastly, we can't miss it. We have the giant Route 66 key sculpture, and behind that, we're going to show you in a second, is a kiosk that people can understand, and it shows really the story of Route 66 and how it was created, and under it is the postal telegraph that led to its creation. Now, this is just a couple things that people can see along this birthplace plaza, and we'll continue to keep you covered throughout this celebration week. Reporting live in Springfield, I'm Mike McLaughlin, Ozark's First.
A lot of new stuff. Thank you, Michael. Well, of course, the plaza is not the only place where events are happening tonight. Now, right now, the Route 66 kickoff concert is underway at Great Southern Bank Arena. That's happening live right now. Parker Patch is out there. We'll have an update from him later on, but you can see right now a lot of folks milling about. Most of those festivities for Route 66 are happening a little east of the square right there, but you do see some of the folks milling about as that continues. We'll have much more on the celebration tonight on our news at 9 and 10. A major milestone for the world-famous Mother Road is now officially part of history. Now, leaders from across Missouri, including Governor Mike Kehoe, gathering today to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Route 66, took place at Crossway Baptist Church in North Springfield. Officials say the historic highway helps connect our communities, boost the economy, and shape the country's identity. The event also highlighted ongoing improvements along I-44, which now serves as the modern-day successor to Route 66.
It's become a passageway to opportunity, a conduit for national expansion.
It's a road that's paved in optimism and the belief that we can build a brighter future.
It helped shape our culture. It supported our economy. It wrote our history.
Your investment in Springfield is clearly working to building strong projects, supporting economic opportunity, and helping us carry the legacy of Route 66 forward.
And local leaders say collaboration is key to preserving history and being able to celebrate the Mother Road at the scale that we see taking place today. It's time now for our first check of our forecast here at 6:03 with a live look over the skies of Springfield. Things are pretty cloudy, but decent temperature-wise. Certainly a great day to get out there and enjoy the festivities downtown. We're going to check in now with Jamie in the Forecast Center. Jamie, it looks like some rain maybe off to our west, but nothing here in Springfield that we're talking about right now.
Yeah, right now it's dry. Now, it is cloudier than it was earlier today, but we're still, as you said, getting some hints of sunshine out there. We're not going to get wet weather out of that, but looking off to the north, you find some spotty showers near I-70. There's a weak cold front there that's going to drop in. A risk of a few sprinkles later tonight with that. 64 outside right now. Very pleasant day and quiet too, I might add. And looking at our forecast for tonight, we'll keep it that way. We'll find mostly cloudy skies for the evening hours. I think we'll see that area of light showers gradually building south through this evening, arriving here in the Springfield area around midnight tonight. By that point, it's really fading. Temperatures after that will dip into the 40s as skies clear out. Looks like another chilly start as we wrap up this work week and begin the month of May. Cool and quiet days ahead as we slip into the upcoming weekend. It will warm up again early next week with some storm chances to follow. Mike?
All right, we'll see you soon, Jamie. Well, America's most historic highway spans through hundreds of cities and small towns from Chicago to Santa Monica. But there's only one that can claim the title as the birthplace of Route 66, that, of course, being Springfield. It's the host of this year's Centennial Celebration. Now, due to its origin of how the Mother Road claimed an iconic name, that's why the festivities are taking place right now. Bailey Stroll reports on that for us.
Springfield's John T. Woodruff and Cyrus Avery of Tulsa plotted the route from Chicago to LA and right through the heart of Springfield.
It's a 5-state convention here. Lots of people in town, lots of promotions and things going on. But they all met at the Colonial Hotel, which was one of the hotels that John T. Woodruff had built.
Originally, the plan was to name it Route 60, but there was already a highway in the works that wanted to use that same name.
The governor of Kentucky realized that there were no highways through his state, and he was not happy. So he went to Washington and campaigned and said that our highway from Chicago and Los Angeles couldn't possibly be a 60 because it didn't connect from coast to coast. That all the zero highways had to be coast to coast highways. And so he convinced the people in Washington of that, and that's why they withdrew it from our road. And he got a highway that started in Virginia, I think, and came across and actually dead-ended in a field out here south of Springfield.
So on April 30th, 1926, many of the route's big organizers were in Springfield and decided to rename their planned highway Route 66 instead.
You know, they'd already printed maps and everything else. So they just said, no, we're not going to accept that. We'll get back to you. And they just kind of gritted their teeth, and they would meet and talk and try to come up with a solution. And then just out of the blue, this solution of 66 came up, and everybody really enjoyed it, liked the name of it, liked the look of it. And so that's the way it came.
A telegram was sent from Springfield to Washington, D.C., officially naming it Route 66. And that's why Springfield is forever known as the birthplace of Route 66.
And that was Bailey Stroll with that neat history lesson for us tonight. The Colonial Hotel, where in 1926 that group of visionary leaders gathered and sent the telegram that officially christened the Route 66 highway. We have a full breakdown of the history of the Colonial on our website, ozarksfirst.com. And tomorrow is the Route 66 parade here in Springfield, which will follow St. Louis Street, which was the original path of the highway through the heart of downtown. And the route will go by Route 66 Stadium and end up at Park Central Square, showing off a variety of classic cars representing a different era in history. Here at Ozarks First, we're bringing you live coverage of the entire parade on our channels. The first hour will be on all of the network channels, including CTV and our website. The second hour will be on KOZL, our CTV app, and our website, ozarksfirst.com. Route 66 is not the only local icon turning 100 this season. The Central High School Kilties are the nation's oldest all-female Scottish drum and bugle corps, sharing the anniversary with the historic highway, marking their first appearance on April 30th, 1926. At the same time, many of the big players responsible for making the highway were in town deciding on a name just a few blocks away.
No tears. It's just an amazing sisterhood. It's like nothing I don't think most people can even understand what it means to have been a part of this drum corps in 100 years.
Interesting connection there. You can catch the Kilties in their iconic uniforms on May 2nd. They'll be leading the way in the Route 66 Centennial Parade. Well, as we've been talking about, the Route 66 parade is bringing some road closures tomorrow, so you'll want to watch out for those. For the red, white, and blue Bridge Bash, Commercial Street from Robertson to Benton will close from 2 p.m. Friday, May 1st through 2 p.m. Saturday, May 2nd. The shuttles will be available from 3 locations on Boonville and from Cox North Parade route there. From St. Louis Street to Glenstone and Campbell will be closed from 5:45 to 8 p.m. For parking guidance, visit route66kickoff.com/guide. And you can find all this information and more on our website, ozarksfirst.com. And we have more special coverage of the Route 66 Centennial Celebration on our streaming app, Ozarks First Plus. On Friday, May 1st, that being today, rather a couple days from now, we're almost there, bringing you live coverage of the Route 66 parade. And then on May 2nd, we're hosting a red carpet extravaganza ahead of the Telegraph Ball. And we have more news to share with you, so don't forget to follow us on social media, where we have fun videos and other need-to-know news from your communities. And you can find it on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, as well as Facebook and X. And don't forget to download our apps and check out our website, ozarksfirst.com. And later, that big change to a big stadium there in downtown Springfield and a new name, what people are thinking about Route 66 Stadium, home for the Springfield Cardinals. But first, here's a live look over the skies west of Joplin there. Pretty cloudy at this hour and the same conditions that we're seeing right now in Springfield. Jamie's going to let us know how chilly it'll get tonight for us as this cool down continues and when things will finally warm back up for us.
The outdoor forecast on Ozarks First is sponsored by Don Vance Auto Group. Upfront pricing, down home service. The Bear Nation Update is sponsored by Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks.
Tune in to our live coverage starting at 11 a.m. for the Route 66 Centennial Kickoff celebration, and then we're back again at 4 p.m. to cover the Route 66 Centennial Kickoff concert. Scan the QR code for tickets now.
Turning concern into action. Austin's Joelle McNew brought her community together to improve student safety at the University of Texas. We're proud to recognize Joelle McNew, a remarkable woman in public safety, sponsored by Prevagen.
Now at McDonald's, get more value on whatever you're getting next when you order from the under $3 menu.
Has your home been affected by the recent hailstorm? Storm damage and insurance claims can feel overwhelming, but you don't have to handle it alone. At Roofco Pros, your Ozarks First trusted roofing experts, we provide fast, honest, and reliable services. From a thorough inspection to helping you understand the repair process, we're here every step of the way to restore your home to 100%. Call Roofco Pros today at 417-337-1399 to schedule your free inspection. we're ready to help.
Mr. Callahan, let's talk HVAC systems after winter.
This should be good.
When an AC just sits all winter, you get dust buildup, worn parts.
You been studying?
I watched 2-hour training videos. I'm basically certified.
Keep going, Professor.
That is what causes early season breakdowns.
Well, that's not wrong.
So homeowners should, I don't know, call a professional?
It's a good idea. Know anybody?
Yeah, us. Callahan Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Not bad for basically certified, huh?
Let's not get carried away.
Truck Month continues at Reliable Chevrolet, your destination for Chevy trucks. Get better than employee pricing with over $13,000 off MSRP or low APR on a new Silverado 1500. Or get over $7,000 off MSRP or low APR on a new Silverado 2500 with no payments for 90 days. And with our Rev It Up program, shopping for your new ride is easier than ever. Go from browsing to financed in just a few steps and experience car buying done right. Shop Truck Month deals at ReliableChevy.com. Together, let's drive.
Oh, we are ending the week so nice and quiet and very pleasant outside. We've even got some sun right now after skies did cloud up a bit earlier this afternoon. We're sitting at 64 degrees, a degree off the high of the day, which was 65. Now, we know this already. This time of the year can be very active. It's been an active spring. We had so much severe weather at the beginning of this week. On this date, back in 2019, we had a tornado outbreak. 29 confirmed tornadoes. An EF2 hit near Highland Springs with winds up to 134 miles per hour. I remember that afternoon and evening. We were on the air, I think, starting at about 2:45 in the afternoon, and we stayed on the air all the way till about 11 o'clock that evening covering tornadoes. I think there were over 40 tornado warnings with that event. Conditions are quieter now. Mother Nature taking a pause after the active weather earlier this week, even down along the Gulf. While there are some thunderstorms, severe weather has not been overly widespread today. Here's our next little weather maker right here. It's a weak cold front dropping south of I-70, and that will push across the area overnight tonight. Now, I don't expect a lot of rain out of this. We will see maybe a few heavier downpours to the north, places like Versailles, but by the time that band of showers gets to us, I think it's going to tend to fade. There'll be a second cold front, weak one, coming into the area overnight Friday night, and it too could bring not only clouds, but a chance for a few spotty light showers. Looking at our hour by hour for tonight, it looks like we'll hold on to mostly cloudy skies through the evening hours. At midnight, we'll have some light showers approaching Highway 60. Watch how they fade. And as we start the day tomorrow, many areas will be clear to mostly clear. And it looks like a repeat of today, where we find a lot of sunshine for the bulk of the day, and then we get toward maybe late afternoon into the evening hours, and that's when clouds will once again try to increase from the north. Temperatures tonight dropping back to chilly levels of 43 for a morning low with an afternoon high on Friday of 64 degrees. As we look ahead to the weekend, maybe a few afternoon clouds on Saturday. Gorgeous day though, 63 after morning low of 40. On Sunday, winds pick up out of the southwest, so warmer air is coming back in. We'll find sunny skies and a high of 75. And as we look ahead to early next week, we talked about this the last couple of days. The trough in the east helping us out right now. That trough will persist across the eastern United States. It'll flatten out a little bit maybe going into Tuesday, and that'll allow a system to try to sneak in underneath it. It looks like a cold front will push across the area early Tuesday, and ahead of it, as Gulf moisture comes north to meet it, a chance for showers and thunderstorms. Now, I know we're a little shell-shocked after the active week that we started with. It does not look at this time like severe weather chances are going to be overly high with that system. I can't rule it out completely, but it looks like generally we're just going to find some rain and thunder. Temperatures also cooling off behind that cold front that will come through early Tuesday. Highs in the 60s again Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Mike?
All right, see you soon, Jamie. Well, it is a big weekend for the Missouri State Baseball Bears, and they're playing at the newly renamed Route 66 Stadium. Dan Lucy has a preview in tonight's Bear Nation Update.
Hello, everybody. I'm Dan Lucy on the Ozarks First Digital Desk. There's a big Route 66 party starting up in Springfield, and the Missouri State Bears want to be part of the fun. Mo State will open up a critical Conference USA series with Jacksonville State Friday at Route 66 Stadium. In our Bear Nation update, the Jack State Gamecocks are in first place in CUSA with an 18-3 mark. Jack State has won 36 games overall. Missouri State is in a three-way tie for third place, just 4 games back. And the Bears limp into the action on a 5-game losing streak. Coach Joey Hawkins wants his team to play loose.
At times like this, you can try harder. That's not the answer. You know, you've won a bunch of games. You beat some really good teams. You know, you got to recommit to what you did in those spots. Typically find yourself a little more relaxed when you talk like that. But if you sit here and say, we got to do this better, we got to do that better, you know, I got to get hits, that's where pressing comes from.
Friday's game starts at 6:30, and Mo State is asking fans to approach the stadium from the north off of Chestnut Expressway because of the Route 66 car parade that'll be at the same time on St. Louis Street to the south. For more sports, watch Ozarks First News at 9 and 10, and I'll see you then.
All right, thanks, Dan. And now for that story we've been following for a while here at Ozarks First with the new name for Hammons Field downtown. Take a look here at the new Route 66 Stadium, renamed as part of the Route 66 Centennial. The lettering was taken down last Friday, and it's been met with some mixed reactions.
I think Route 66 Stadium really encapsulates what Springfield is and talks about the history of it.
Just makes no sense to name a ballpark after a highway, especially a highway that's extinct.
Well, the name change marks the second time that John Q. Hammons' name has been removed from a sporting venue in Springfield, the other being JQH Arena, which became Great Southern Bank Arena. Now, tomorrow will be the first time the Bears play at the newly named stadium, and Tuesday will be the first time for the Springfield Cards. The City of Lebanon, meantime, formally rolling out a renamed Elm Street to Route 66. The city started installing new signage along the corridor earlier this month. The change is just on the local level and does not bring back the name as an official state or U.S. highway, though. City officials say the project is a cornerstone of its preparations for the Route 66 Centennial. You can find more details in this story on our website. And if you're looking for some Route 66 Centennial Celebration merchandise, you are in luck. Despite being able to find some in person, for example, at the new Route 66 Welcome Center in downtown, you can also buy some of that online. You can find a link to the city's online store on this story on our website, ozarksfirst.com. Now, all proceeds will be going toward reimbursing the cost of the celebration and enhancement efforts across the city. Well, coming up, a piece of art detailing a long history, what message the creator hopes to deliver with this piece made just for the Route 66 Centennial.
Tonight on Jesse Weber Live, 25 years after the unsolved murder of DC intern Chandra Levy, her parents join Jesse on the big question: can her killer still be found? That's tonight at 11:10 Central, only on News Nation. To find News Nation, go to newsnationnow.com.
The new Infiniti QX80 and QX60 Sport are dark chromed, stealthed out thieves. With beauty that steals your attention and the competition's thunder. The first ever Infiniti QX80 and QX60 Sport. Make the perfect getaway with exceptional offers on a new Infiniti Sport model. Only at your local Infiniti retailer.
Hi, I'm Phil from The Window Source. Over the past couple years, you've heard me talk about our no-gimmick approach to get the windows you want and you need. Today, I'll be talking about our full line of siding, including lines from Hardie and LP, as well as our composite and vinyl siding. It gives your home a whole new look and increases curb appeal. Siding lasts for years, it's easy to keep clean, with a great look and less maintenance. Windows, doors, or siding, there's only one source, The Window Source. Call us today.
Mike Landis on Ozarks First. First in news, first for you.
My dad always says, if you've been hurt, it costs you nothing to see if we can help.
And it's true. Talking to us is always free. You won't pay anything unless you win.
If you've been hurt, call the Sachs family.
It costs nothing to see if we can help. Aaron Sachs and Associates.
Chevy trucks are as capable and dependable as the Chevy people who drive them. You probably know one. Your sister. Your buddy. The ones who always show up. They all have that little extra something. And maybe you got it too.
Now get 4.9% APR for 72 months on all 2026 Chevy Silverado HD models. See your Chevy dealers of the Ozarks.
You want to hold it? Good job, Art.
Everyone deserves a team they can count on. At Aaron Sachs Associates, when you need us, we'll be here. We got you.
All across the Ozarks, there are people making sacrifices to help our community. We're honoring these amazing people with a free breakfast, Thursdays on Ozarks First. Serving the Ozarks.
And with the Route 66 Centennial, you may notice several sculptures popping up all across the Queen City. Quite a few of them, in fact. The Route 66 Springfield Centennial Sculpture Series has 16 sculptures all across the city. The unique artwork actually has a self-guided tour and a trail available. The interactive sculpture map, complete with QR codes, launched earlier today. A 10 by 14 foot mosaic map of Route 66 will anchor the Springfield Plaza downtown, highlighting the full length of the Mother Road while calling out Springfield as its birthplace. Christine Schilling and her team have been responsible for many art projects around town, including a custom mosaic at Birthplace Plaza at the corner of Jefferson and St. Louis.
This was a time when there was hope in the air and fun and joy. I think one of the reasons it's so popular is because that feeling of hopefulness, it still matters to people. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. This is an opportunity for me and my team to show their best and to get some recognition. They've been working with me for 10 years.
And the piece invites visitors to pause, explore, and understand the national scale of a decision that began right here in Springfield. The city of Springfield has a couple of new ways to explore the city and pick up some rewards along the way. The Route 66 Digital Pass is a mobile program that guides users through stops across the city. You can check in with your QR code to gain points. Those points can be traded in for Route 66 themed items like stickers and t-shirts and hoodies. You can learn more in the story on our website, ozarksfirst.com. And be sure to download our streaming app, Ozarks First Plus, for my new special called A Century of 66. It's focusing on the local 100-year history of the highway, hosted by myself. Here's a sneak peek at that. A lot of small towns that had withered away after being bypassed by the interstate suddenly experienced a return to better days. Ozarks First Carissa Codell taking us inside one of those small businesses in Springfield, offering that nostalgic touch.
The original Route 66 used to run right along here on what's now College Street. Now this entire section is dedicated to restoring that vintage feel of when Route 66 was in its prime.
And you can download Ozarks First Plus for our complete tour from Lebanon through Springfield all the way to Carthage and Webb City. That app is available for free using Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, as well as Roku. We'll be right back after this. Stay with us.
The Bear Nation Update is sponsored by Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks.
As a local family-owned business that's growing all over the Midwest, we are big believers in American manufacturing. Our exclusive seamless polymer siding is made locally in Independence, Missouri, and is only available to Continental customers. We've got patents on our products, which means only Continental customers can have the beautiful seamless polymer siding that makes their home the envy of the neighborhood. Our form-fitting insulation is made locally in Hayesville, Kansas. This custom-fit insulation lowers your energy bills and makes you more comfortable in your own home. That's something everyone deserves, but only Continental customers can get. We're a family-owned home improvement company that chooses to buy from other family-owned manufacturers right here in America. To celebrate our 44th birthday, we're having a Made in America sale. You can save a massive 40% on your new siding and windows. 40% off and low monthly payments means loving your home is affordable. Click.
May 1st through the 3rd at Lucas Oil Speedway in Wheatland, Missouri. The Champ Off-Road Racing Series brings action-packed adventure for the whole family with short course off-road vehicles. Details at lucasoilspeedway.com. Lucas Oil Speedway, where family motorsports fun comes to life.
See the USA in your Chevrolet.
The best way to see the USA starts in a Chevy SUV with room for the whole family. Tech to bring everyone closer. Added peace of mind for every mile. And range to take you farther.
Now, Costco Executive members can get a $12.50 members-only incentive towards the purchase or lease of any 2026 Traverse model. See your Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks.
Well, Jamie, considering what we saw earlier this week, we cannot ask for any better weather for the Route 66 celebration.
It is quiet. It is pleasantly cool. You know, I was talking earlier, it's not just that festival. It's anything that folks are going to be wanting to do outdoors this weekend. I know some people are going to do some camping, and I think this is great weather for that.
I think we're loving it. Thanks, Jamie. Thanks for joining us here. We will see you back here tonight at 9 and 10 for your news. Have a great evening, folks.
What has happened to our Georgie Cooper?
Rich guys play golf. I'm gonna be a rich guy. Ergo, I better get to it.
Ergo?
It's a
We had such a great experience with Empire, we would recommend it to anyone.
Real customers share their stories about Empire's home floor advantage.
As a matter of fact, we already have. Customer service and the personal touch was really where it's at. The quality, too, is important to us, and the quality of the flooring was great. I mean, we've had people come in our home and say, wow, this is really beautiful. Where'd you have it done? Empire.
800-588-2300 Empire.
Today.
This week at your hometown Baumgars, shop the brands you love and the products you need, all at unbeatable prices. Don't miss out on our weekly deal. At Baumgars, you'll find what you need when you need it.
This is Ozarks First News at 6:30.
Great to see you here tonight. I'm Mike Landis, and we are talking this evening about the kickoff for the Route 66 Centennial here in Springfield. Right now, festivities kicking off all across the city, from a concert tonight to a parade tomorrow to dedications earlier today for artwork marking 100 years of the Mother Road. Ozarks First Michael McLaughlin live for us at the birthplace of Route 66 Plaza. Michael, an event there earlier marking this new feature, paying homage to our history out there.
Yeah, so Mike, we covered that dedication a couple hours ago, and as the name implies, the landmark was built to officially establish Springfield as the birthplace of Route 66. Now, there are a couple new things that we want to talk about this plaza. First off, the ghost of the Colonial Hotel sculpture brought here through the Sculpture Walk. It's a big part of Springfield's history. Now on the left or right, you see behind me here the Route 66 sign. That is not uncommon for the area, but what is new is the Los Angeles sign to the left and then the Chicago sign to the right. Now we also see that there is a time capsule that was seen. That was taken away. It opened about 100. It'll be open in about 100 years. Some things from the celebration will be included in that. We also have the mosaic map you can see giving a very detailed look at the road right now. And lastly, of course, we cannot forget probably the biggest thing about this right now is the giant Route 66 key sculpture, and behind that is a kiosk that people can read, that you can see to better understand the story of Route 66, and under it is the postal telegraph that led to its creation. Now, definitely something you want to keep in mind and check out for if you are in the area. And of course, this is just day one of the celebration. We'll continue to keep you updated throughout this celebration weekend. Reporting live in Springfield, I'm Mike McLaughlin, Ozarks First.
Fun there. Thank you, Michael. And of course, the Plaza is not the only place where events are happening. Right now, the Route 66 kickoff concert is underway at Great Southern Bank Arena. That's happening live right now. Parker Paget was live earlier tonight, talking to a lot of folks lining up for that. This right here is a live look over the square itself. Most of the festivities are happening a few blocks to the east of this point, but you see some folks milling about with so much going on there downtown. We'll have a complete breakdown of all that's going on today and tomorrow and Saturday on our news tonight at 9 and 10. There's a major milestone for the world-famous Mother Road, now officially a part of history. Now, leaders from across Missouri, including Governor Kehoe, gathering today to commemorate the 100th anniversary of the highway at Crossway Baptist Church on North Springfield area. Now, officials say the historic highway helps connect communities, boost the economy, and shape the country's identity. The event also highlighted ongoing improvements along 44, which now serve as the successor to Route 66.
It's become a passageway to opportunity, a conduit for national expansion.
It's a road that's paved in optimism and the belief that we can build a brighter future.
It helped shape our culture. It supported our economy. It wrote our history.
Your investment in Springfield is clearly working to building strong projects, supporting economic opportunity, and helping us carry the legacy of Route 66 forward.
And local leaders say collaboration is key to preserving history and being able to celebrate the Mother Road at the scale that we see it today. And now for a first look at our forecast here at 6:33 with a lake view there. Pretty nice weather. Not a lot of folks out there on the water, though. It is kind of chilly compared to the last few days. We're going to check in with Jamie now in the forecast center. Jamie, it's really nice weather, especially compared to what we saw earlier this week. Thankfully got that out of the way for the most part before we got to the celebration.
Yeah, you know, timing is everything, right? And looking at the map right now, I know there's a lot of green. Looks like it's coming right for us. This is all upstairs. This isn't reaching the surface. But we do have some showers up here, and those raindrops are reaching the surface, and those showers will gradually build south during the evening hours. Looks like there could be a few downpours to the north. Most locations won't see them, but there are going to be a few spots that do. That area of showers fades, I think, as it approaches Highway 60 later tonight. But we could get some sprinkles here in Springfield. 64 right now. Looking at our evening forecast, mostly cloudy skies, temperatures dropping to the 50s. Again, that risk of sprinkles near midnight. After that, we'll see the clouds clear back out, and temperatures will drop to chilly levels. Looks like a repeat performance on Friday with a chilly start, a fair amount of sunshine throughout the day, and then maybe some sprinkles Friday night before we get to a nice weekend, a weekend that will feature a warming trend as we get to Sunday, and that'll be followed by a chance for more rain, showers, and thunderstorms early next week. Mike?
All right, thank you, Jamie. Well, America's most historic highway spans through hundreds of cities and small towns from Chicago to the Los Angeles area, but only one of those can claim to be the birthplace of Route 66. That, of course, being Springfield, the host of this year's centennial celebration because of its origin of how the Mother Road claimed its iconic name. Here's Bailey Stroh with more on that history tonight.
Springfield's John T. Woodruff and Cyrus Avery of Tulsa plotted the route from Chicago to LA and right through the heart of Springfield.
It's a 5-state convention here. Lots of people in town, lots of promotions and things going on, but they all met at the Colonial Hotel, which was one of the hotels that John T. Woodruff had built.
Originally, the plan was to name it Route 60, but there was already a highway in the works that wanted to use that same name.
The governor of Kentucky realized that there were no highways through his state, and he was not happy. So he went to Washington and campaigned and said that our highway from Chicago and Los Angeles couldn't possibly be a 60 because it didn't connect from coast to coast. That all the zero highways had to be coast to coast highways. And so he convinced the people in Washington of that, and that's why they withdrew it from our road. And he got a highway that started in Virginia, I think, and came across and actually dead-ended in a field out here south of Springfield.
So on April 30th, 1926, many of the route's big organizers were in Springfield and decided to rename their planned highway Route 66 instead.
You know, they'd already printed maps and everything else. So they just said, no, we're not going to accept that. We'll get back to you. And they just kind of gritted their teeth, and they would meet and talk and try to come up with a solution. And then just out of the blue, this solution of 66 came up, and everybody really enjoyed it, liked the name of it, liked the look of it. And so that's the way it came.
A telegram was sent from Springfield to Washington, D.C., officially naming it Route 66, and that's why Springfield is forever known as the birthplace of Route 66.
A lot of neat history there. Well, the Colonial Hotel, where, as Bailey mentioned, in 1926, that group of visionary leaders gathered and sent the telegram that officially christened the highway Route 66. We have a full breakdown of the history of the Colonial on our website, ozarksfirst.com. And tomorrow is the Route 66 parade here in the city of Springfield. Now, that route will go by Route 66 Stadium and end up at the downtown square, traveling along St. Louis Street, which is the original route of 66. We'll be showing off a variety of classic cars representing different eras in history. Here at Ozarks First, we're bringing you live coverage of the entire parade on our channels, that being Color 10 and Fox 49 and KOZL. The first hour will be on our channels, including CTV and our website. The second hour will be on KOZL and our CTV app and our website, ozarksfirst.com. Route 66 is not the only local icon turning 100 today. The Central High School Kilties are the nation's oldest all-female Scottish drum and bugle corps, and they're sharing the anniversary with the historic highway as we speak. And making their first appearance back on April 30th, 1926, at the same time that many of those big players responsible for making the highway were in town deciding on the name just blocks away.
No tears. It's just an amazing sisterhood. It's like nothing I don't think most people can even understand what it means to have been a part of this drum corps in 100 years.
And you can catch the Kilties in their iconic uniforms on May 2nd, where they'll be leading the way in the Route 66 Centennial Parade. As we've been talking about, that parade is tomorrow, and that will result in quite a few road closures across Midtown Springfield and downtown itself. For the Red, White, and Bridge Bash on Commercial Street from Robertson to Benton, that'll be closing from 2 p.m. Friday through 2 p.m. Saturday, when shuttles available from 3 locations on Boonville. That parade route includes St. Louis Street from Glenstone to Campbell. That'll be closed from 5:45 to 8 p.m. Friday. For parking guidance and all the tips on how you can get down there, find a parking spot, and get a place to find the parade viewing spots, you can visit our website. Again, all of the information about the festivities today through the weekend can be found on ozarksfirst.com. And we have more special coverage of the Route 66 Centennial Celebration on our streaming app, Ozarks First Plus. On Friday, we're bringing you live coverage of the parade. And then on Saturday, we're hosting a red carpet extravaganza ahead of the Telegraph Ball. We have more news to share with you, so don't forget to follow us on social media, where we have fun videos and other need-to-know news from your communities. You can find it all on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and X. And don't forget to download our news and weather apps and check out ozarksfirst.com. Heading to break here at 6:40 with a live look over the lake tonight. We do have some clouds in the sky, keeping things on the chilly side as we're getting a break from those warmer temperatures. Thankfully, it's calm, though, out there for us. But first, later, a big change to the stadium in downtown Springfield. What folks are thinking of the name change for the home of the Springfield Cardinals.
To be number one. Not just once, but for 2 decades. More than the record, it's about our 20 years of learning what makes your heart race. And we're just getting started. With Vision AI, we are redefining what TV can do. Answering your passions, Samsung Vision AI.
I feel sometimes that I'm not listened to. I feel that I'm not getting the attention that I need, and it's a lot built up in my chest. I would just want you to listen to me more often and evaluate situations with me and lead me towards success.
Listening is a form of love. Find ways to support your kids at sounditouttogether.org.
I'm worried about Mom.
Mom? She's fine.
These the ones, right, Mom?
Yeah, groundling.
Sweet potatoes.
Daddy, it's salty.
Some things come with age.
And some don't. Early detection of Alzheimer's can lead to better care for your loved one. Learn the early warning signs at 10signs.org.
Ozarks First is proud to announce Founders Day 2026, our annual day of service to give back to the community. On Friday, June 12th, our entire team will be stepping out of the newsroom and into the Ozarks community. We're looking for local charities and nonprofit organizations who could use support. You tell us where the need is. We'll bring 30 to 40 volunteers per shift to support your mission. Scan the QR code to nominate your organization or a charity close to your heart. Let's make this Founders Day unforgettable. One community, one mission, one amazing day of giving back.
There are a lot of temptations facing young people today, like electronic cigarettes and skateboarding. Each vape pod can contain the same amount of nicotine as a pack of cigarettes. This can lead today's youth to a lifelong addiction and severe lung damage. Recall and consider the facts before making a poor decision.
The health class film guy isn't the best person to talk to your kid about vaping.
Got a few minutes?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
I'm worried about Mom.
Mom? She's fine. These the ones, right, Mom?
Yeah, groundling.
Sweet potatoes.
Daddy, it's salty.
Some things come with age.
And some don't. Early detection of Alzheimer's can lead to better care for your loved one. Learn the early warning signs at 10signs.org.
Here we are at the end of April and enjoying a fresh feel after what has really been a very warm month of April. It will go down as a top 5 warmest Aprils on record here in Springfield, and really I think for other portions of the Ozarks as well. But we end on a cool note. 64 outside right now, a little bit of a breeze out of the north-northwest with mostly cloudy skies. This is a very active time of the year. I don't need to tell you that. I mean, we had all the severe weather early in the week. Yesterday we had that anniversary, 1-year anniversary of the big windstorm that came with some tornadoes that moved up I-44 into the Springfield area. And on this date, back in 2019, we had a tornado outbreak. That was one that produced 29 confirmed tornadoes. And these were real deal tornadoes, supercell tornadoes across the area. There was an EF2 that hit near Highland Springs with winds up to 134 miles per hour. That was a very long afternoon and evening across the area. Well, thankfully, on this day, we can say that Mother Nature has taken a pause. Even areas to the south where there is some thunderstorm activity, we're really not finding anything too severe. Conditions locally are quiet. We do have a few showers trying to come in from the north. There's a weak cold front there. That's the first of a pair of weak cold fronts, and that cold front will drop south through the area overnight tonight. Now, I've got the dew points on here, kind of a reflection of the humidity, and notice how dry the air is. That's one of the reasons why we're not talking thunderstorms with these fronts. We're just talking light showers or sprinkles. There'll be another one that comes through overnight Friday night. It too will bring some clouds and maybe a few sprinkles to the area. Looking at our hour-by-hour forecast for tonight, mostly cloudy skies this evening. That area of showers dropping south. That's midnight. You can see it's here along I-44. Probably a few sprinkles here in the Springfield area at that point, dropping further south and then fading away. It looks like by morning, most areas start the day with clear to mostly clear conditions. And I think Friday, it's kind of a repeat of today. We're going to find a lot of sunshine. Maybe toward late afternoon, heading into the evening hours, we'll see an increase in clouds. Again, we've got that second cold front that'll bring a chance for a few sprinkles overnight Friday night. We'll start tomorrow off with readings in the 40s, about 43 for a morning low as we begin the month of May. And we're looking at an afternoon high of 64 degrees. Nice breeze out of the north. Now, for tomorrow evening, of course, the festivities continue, right? 6 p.m., we've got the classic car parade, and it looks like we'll find readings near 60 degrees with, I think, mostly clear conditions now. And then as we push a little deeper into the evening hours, we've got the Jefferson Footbridge Lighting and Drone Show. That kicks off at 8 o'clock. We'll find, I think, mostly clear skies with temperatures by that point in the 50s. So if you are going to be out tomorrow enjoying all of this, you'll probably want a light jacket with you. Over the weekend, Saturday is going to run cool. 44 morning low with an afternoon high of 63. On Sunday, winds shift around to the southwest and pick up. That means warmer air is moving back in. We'll find sunny skies and a high of 75. Past the weekend, this trough, which has really helped to tame the pattern in our area as it's forced the Gulf moisture back to the south, well, it's going to relax a little bit for a time. There's going to be a system trying to sneak underneath it, and it looks like another cold front will push across the area Monday into Tuesday. And with that front, there will be a chance for showers and thunderstorms. At this stage, I don't see a strong signal for severe weather. Good news there. And it looks like we'll find some cooler weather to follow that front as well. Mike?
All right, see you soon, Jamie. Well, now for a story we've been following for a few days here at Ozarks First with that new names for Hammons Field. Now take a look here at the new Route 66 Stadium, as it's called, renamed as part of the Route 66 Centennial Celebration. Now, the original lettering was taken down last Friday, and it's been met with some mixed reactions.
I think Route 66 Stadium really encapsulates what Springfield is and talks about the history of it.
Just makes no sense to name a ballpark after a highway, especially a highway that's extinct.
The name change marks the second time that John Q. Hammons' name has been removed from a sporting venue in Springfield. The original, of course, being when JQH Arena became Great Southern Bank Arena. Tomorrow will be the first time the Bears play at the newly named stadium. Tuesday will be the first time for the Springfield Cardinals. The city of Lebanon formally renaming Elm Street Route 66. The city started installing the new signage along the corridor earlier this month. The change is only on the local level and does not bring back the designation, though, as part of an official state or U.S. highway. City officials say the project is a cornerstone of its preparations for the 66 celebration. You can find more details on that story on our website, ozarksfirst.com. And if you're looking for some Route 66 Centennial Celebration merchandise, you are in luck. Despite being able to find some in person, for an example, at the new Route 66 Welcome Center downtown, you can also buy it online. You can find a link to the city's online store in this story on our website. All proceeds will go toward reimbursing the cost of the celebration and enhancement efforts across the city of Springfield. Well, coming up, a piece of art detailing a long story. What message the creator hopes to deliver with this piece made for the Route 66 Centennial.
Tonight on Jesse Weber Live, 25 years after the unsolved murder of DC intern Chandra Levy, her parents join Jesse on the big question: can her killer still be found? That's tonight at 11:10 Central, only on News Nation. To find News Nation, go to newsnationnow.com.
Finding a dependable car to fit your budget shouldn't be hard. At Roper Honda West, we make it easy. Our staff prides ourselves on providing a low-pressure buying experience. And our powertrain pledge gives you peace of mind for every vehicle on our lot. At Roper Honda West, we've got all the amenities of a big store with that low-pressure feeling of a small-town store. With our wide variety of pre-owned vehicles and new Hondas, we're sure to find the right car for you.
And remember, when you expect the best, come see us at Roper Honda West.
I'm Bailey Stroll, and this isn't going to be your typical newscast. SpongeBob's over Fat Bear Week. This is just one of the craziest stories that's ever happened in Springfield.
The Daily Scroll with Bailey Stroll, weekdays at 3:30 on Ozarks First Plus.
You're hearing this first on Ozarks First. Oh, look at that little baby.
Heard rumors of these things.
Okay,
you never have any fun on TV.
2 police officers in Westminster, California, running into a home fully engulfed in flames. Can't even make this up. It's still a good story either way.
Gerald the Fish. What about like Joaquin Bartholomew?
Joaquin Bartholomew.
Yeah. See ya.
See ya.
Joaquin Bartholomew. What? How did you think of that? I have no idea. Since we gave him that title, he should honestly be the king of the pond.
King of the pond.
Yeah.
He's out there somewhere.
For real.
You want this one?
Oh, yeah. Nice.
All right.
Welcome to the only podcast that I know of that starts with 2 meteorologists actually loosening their tie.
You guys don't know what it's going to be an hour.
He'll say, nope, time to roll the window back up.
Watch 2 dudes in a Doppler, Thursdays at 12:30 on Ozarks First Plus.
I have to try to say as many of these song titles on air that we can in the next week.
These are just swells that are generated by these tropical systems, and they hit the coastline.
We'll have to wear this tie on air. You already got the tie ready to go.
Ooh,
pretty colors.
Best Reviews is an unbiased team that researches products in real-world situations to give reliable recommendations on just about everything. For the best reviews, go to bestreviews.com. Seriously, before you buy anything, ever.
I'm a different kind of threat. You can't call the cops on me. I don't even have to break in. I'm invited.
With the Route 66 Centennial Kickoff Celebration, you may notice several sculptures popping up across the Queen City. The Springfield 66 Centennial Sculpture Series has 16 sculptures across town. The unique sculptures actually form a self-guided trail. The interactive sculpture map, complete with QR codes, launched earlier today, so you want to check that out. Meantime, a 10-foot by 14-foot mosaic of Route 66 is now anchoring the plaza, featuring the full length of the Mother Road while calling out Springfield as its birthplace. Christine Schilling and her team have been responsible for many art projects across the city, including this custom mosaic at Birthplace Plaza at the corner of Jefferson and St. Louis.
This was a time when there was hope in the air and fun and joy. I think one of the reasons it's so popular is because that feeling of hopefulness, it still matters to people. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. This is an opportunity for me and my team to show their best and to get some recognition. They've been working with me for 10 years.
And the piece invites visitors to pause, explore, and understand the national scale of a decision that began right here in Springfield. And the city of Springfield has a couple of new ways to explore the city and pick up some rewards along the way. The Route 66 Digital Pass is a mobile program that guides users through stops across the city. You can check in with a QR code to gain points. Those points can be traded in for Route 66 themed items like stickers and t-shirts and hoodies. You can learn more in this story on our website, ozarksfirst.com. And be sure to download our streaming app, Ozarks First Plus. My new special, A Century of 66, focuses on the local 100-year history of 66. Here's a sneak peek of what you'll find with that. A lot of small towns that had withered away after being bypassed by the interstate suddenly experienced a return to better days. Ozarks First Carissa Cordell taking us inside one of those small businesses in Springfield, offering that nostalgic touch.
The original Route 66 used to run right along here on what's now College Street. Now, this entire section is dedicated to restoring that vintage feel of when Route 66 was in its prime.
And you can download Ozarks First Plus on your smart TV for free using Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, as well as Roku.
This week at your hometown Baumgars, shop the brands you love and the products you need, all at unbeatable prices. Don't miss out on our weekly deal. At Baumgars, you'll find what you need when you need it.
Get hands-on with your future at WTI. For more than 70 years, we've been helping people learn the kind of practical skills they need to start rewarding new careers. Blending hands-on, in-person learning with convenient online instruction, WTI uses personalized attention and smaller class sizes to help you master the skills employers are looking for so you can start your career with confidence. Now is the time to find your future. Get started at WTI.edu or stop by our Joplin campus today.
Love the hustle, Cliff. Who are you?
Your lungs.
We're quite proud of you.
Even though you quit smoking years ago, you may be at risk for lung cancer.
Okay. Well, with the routine screening, you can detect it early when it's more curable.
Sounds good, guys. Can I get a little space here?
Biologically, no.
Okay.
Listen to your lungs. Get a routine screening that could save your life. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savebythescan.org.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back. Dad! You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
I'm a United States Marine. Being a veteran, you don't want to show any weakness, so it becomes really hard for you to ask for anything. Every veteran is deserving the benefits they earned by serving our country.
Americans rely on The Hill for politics and policy news more than any other digital politics publication. The Hill. Trusted, credible, nonpartisan. Visit thehill.com today.
And Jamie, a cooler and kind of coasting weather-wise right now.
Yeah, I mean, we are coasting right into this upcoming weekend with no worries of severe weather.
Sounds good to hear that. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you back here for your news at 9 and 10. Good night.
This week at your hometown Baumgars, shop the brands you love and the products you need, all at unbeatable prices. Don't miss out on our weekly deal. At Baumgars, you'll find what you need when you need it.